into news
that bitch had
across
a-
the galaxy, where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
Send in the clowns. Those laffy, daffy clowns. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name's Eddie. As always, nope, just kidding. Not as always. I actually have. What do I have today? We got Chewy over here in the ones and twos.
Hey, what up, what up?
We got Edgar over here somewhere. And did you make it home from Dodger Stadium?
Finally, like 2 hours later.
He didn't even get to change. Look at him, all sweaty from changing the tire. Did you break a nail?
I broke all my nails.
And then right across from me, very special guest, my lifelong hetero galaxy partner, Mr. David Gudino. What's up, David?
Cheers. Hello, everyone.
See what happens when you beat the Smurfs over there in Smurflandia? You bring out the big guns.
Those Smurfs.
Yeah.
Don't lie, I was like 5 on the call sheet. I was like, no one could make it. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll go.
He's the one that responded to my text message. So
It's a good thing he responded because number 6 was Chris Klein, right?
Damn. See?
imagine, damn. You know what? Big shout out to Brian and anybody that's stuck in the bus that may be listening to us. Damn, you guys got stranded and there's no AC apparently.
Oh.
Imagine that.
Ooh, the smells of that.
Wait, you guys got...
Oh,
Wait, who got stranded?
One of the
one of the buses.
buses.
Oh,
The one that Brian's in.
Is that? I think that's the Lars Outlaws bus. No.
Is it? I don't know.
Oh my God, they're going to eat each other alive, dude.
Whoa.
PG show, PG.
PG-13 risque sometimes, but hey.
Man, I feel bad for them. That whole part of the state is going through the heat wave right now, too.
Not only that, but I remember coming back from the day after. It's the worst hangover ever. And then, 6-hour, 7-hour drive. But imagine it breaking down. That's
Shit. And back then we had the World Cup to entertain us. Now it's just
This.
when
Oh,
when
yeah.
when it happened to us,
That was the World
yeah.
Cup, huh?
That's
No.
the last time. That's the last time I took the bus. Was the last World Cup.
Hey, at least they have
The only
night.
time.
Hey, they have NAG.
Yeah. So
Welcome,
shout
bus
out
people.
to shout out to everyone in the bus. Thanks for nagging.
Oh man, I mean it can't be the worst. At least you're coming back with the win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what a win, bro! What a win. I love me some chicha. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Oh,
Chicha, bro.
is that what you were saying a couple weeks ago?
No, that just I don't know. That solidified my love for Chicha. It sucks that he's gonna leave or we're gonna let him go, but and we'll get into it.
Well, I heard Spirited Halloween. They're selling the Chicha clown makeup now. So I'm
The
gonna
down- the
be
down
first in
clown
line to buy
makeup?
one of those.
The down to clown makeup. Oh man. And then shout out to Angel from Straight from the Stands. He would always talk about like how recently like we didn't have that villain, like even Zlatan and them wouldn't buy into the San Jose rivalry. And you know, Shea Salinas and company hated us still, you know, they still meant something to them. So to see Chicha do that was beautiful. It made me feel some kind of way.
I'm proud of Chicha for doing that. I'm happy for it. Yeah.
Sucks to see him go. Worth the $6 million, right? Just for that celebration alone. All right.
Which, by the way, we'll get into that later on, the questions. I was going to come on the show, but I was going to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
we'll
you
get to
can
that.
answer your own question.
Yeah,
now.
okay, yeah. I know,
A
okay,
question
answer
from
the
David Gudino. Answered by David Gudino.
We'll get to that later in the question segment.
All right, let's. Well, we can start getting into the game if you guys would like. Unless Edgar, you have something else.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Before we start,
Yep.
Can you show us what Chicha did?
I knew you could do it too.
You know, the best part about all that was that he got to do it on both end zones.
Oh yeah.
And they had the ultras on one side and the seismic, whatever the hell, the seismic payasos on the other side.
Seismic payaso.
So he got to clown both of them. So I thought that was beautiful.
Maybe we should start with that before we actually get to the lineups, because
You
you know
know-
that's how the game started. They put up that tifo, and
Credit
Joe
to them,
Totino
dude.
threw shade at him.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Credit to them,
The,
dude.
the
'cause
little brother
'Cause I-
talking shit about the other little brother. I was like, oh, Joe Totino.
Wait,
That was awesome.
What's the
Joe
story with
Totino was
this?
in a good mood, man.
So what's the story? Because I was catching it on replay, but I was just kind of fast forwarding.
Did you see the tifo?
Well, I saw the. Of course, I saw the tifo, but what did Joe Totino say?
Oh, Joe Totino. No, I would think what he said, Chewy, was it's like little brother picking on other little brother and on big brother. Yeah, like Joe Totino did not take to that tifo.
Well, he's been around for a while, so I'm sure he hates the Earthquakes more than any other team.
Yeah. And you know what though? Like Joe Totino's in a good mood. It kind of worries me. I don't know if you guys have paid attention to like Marcelo Balboa and I forgot who else, pretty much announcing that. They're not
Actually, I
coming
can
back.
add to that, by the way. I know I don't want to make the mood a little somber, but I keep in contact with Dave Johnson. He is a legendary DC United play-by-play guy. He's the one who's known for that It's in the Net.
It's in the Net.
It's in the net. Yeah,
The DC
really
guy,
nice. Yeah, really nice guy. He's been there since '96, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, I heard this and this and this from Joe, and I saw what happened to Marcelo. What's your situation?" And he pretty much said, "At this point, I'm looking for ways to stay involved with the organization." So I was like, "Are you kidding me? You're getting rid of like one of the most legendary like announcers, not just in MLS but in soccer, for some dude from Apple? What the hell? That's just stupid."
Wow.
But whatever. They made this deal, and now they got a lie in the bed of it. So
You know what's gonna suck? They're gonna get like the Unimas English fucking people to work for Apple.
no!
Oh, Vasquez.
And then pat him on the back every time they do something. Good job, Ricky Puig. I mean Puig.
Oh my god, dude. I hope not. I hope they're spending a lot of money, so I'm hoping that Apple's just gonna actually put in work and get the right people, right? Not just anybody's.
There it is, just in case anybody didn't see it.
You know who I actually did like? I think he did U.S. games, and a lot of people didn't like him because he did baseball as well.
You're
But
thinking
I-
about the guy who does the games for the
NCAA
Boston Bruins.
NCAA guy, right?
Chris Johnson, I think his name or something like that.
No, he's a play-by-play guy for the Boston Bruins. Let me tell you right now, because I know you're talking about. He's a guy who did that when Brian McBride scored that goal in RFK. He's like, the building is shaking.
Or something, yeah. Something like
yeah.
that. If they
Didn't
find-
they
He
bring
al-
him for NBC Sports when they?
That's
picked
what I
up-
think
yeah.
it was on NBC. Yeah,
That was NBC
He
Sports
did
when they picked
World
up
Cup
MLS.
2002.
Yeah,
And I really like this guy. He's
Is that Gus Johnson, right?
that's
Gus?
what I said.
Oh,
It is, right?
No, it wasn't Gus Johnson. It's somebody else. As soon as I find out, I'll let you know. In the meantime, we can just keep moving.
Yeah, but
Jack Edwards, that's his name. Jack Edwards. He was a guy who did the USA games in World Cup 2002. So he's the one who's like, when the US was beating Portugal, he's like, they're throttling them.
I mean, the people are out there. There was also Bobby Lee. Oh, Bobby Lee, not Bobby Lee. What
That's
was
a
his name?
comedian.
I know something Lee, right? What's his name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
I know. I just stupid Bobby Lee. I see him on TikTok.
Although I would like Bobby Lee to do.
That'd be hilarious.
Bobby Lee, if you ever want to be
man.
in the show,
What's that guy's name?
Fucking throw in Bill Burr.
Throw in Bill Burr. I feel like Bill Burr hates soccer.
No, he does. He's a bossy guy.
He seems the type.
He's all hockey and football.
Man,
Boston.
everybody's in a good mood, man. What the heck?
It's these.
It's so unlike us.
It's these seltzers.
It's
and David doesn't work tomorrow. I work.
I
From,
don't tomorrow.
I work from home tomorrow, so I'm not. I didn't get stranded on the bus.
I'm just happy to be home, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
So I'm good. It's always a good day when you beat the fucking Smurfs, especially the way we did it. Well, I mean, the way it ended maybe wasn't so great, but we were handing it to them at first, and the whole Chicha thing was just icing on the cake. But we can get to the game now that we talked about the Tifo and Joe Totino and whatnot. So gonna go ahead with the lineup. Ask you guys how you guys felt going into this game. So the lineup went as follows: Jonathan Bond in goal. We had Raheem Edwards starting at left back, Julian at right back, and the center back duo of Williams and Koulibaly. We can come back to that discussion about who's going to be the center backs because Cáceres was not available due to international duty. And after this game, I think I have a little more to add to that conversation. And in the middle, we had Gustav Brugman playing at the
Gaston.
Gaston. Why say Gaston? Gaston. And I knew that too because the whole fucking
No one
Beauty
kicks
and the-
like
Beauty and the
Gaston.
Beast.
No
I
one
know,
scores
I
like
know.
Gaston.
I saw all the gifs, so I knew that, but I don't know why that came out. Anyways, Mark Delgado outright, Ricky Pugh out left, and then you had Kevin Cabral playing in the right wing and Gran Sur at left wing, and Chicharito El Payaso playing as the lone striker. So I'll start with you, Edgar. Edgar, well, I would agree. I would think everyone would agree here after the performance, given the red cards and the international duty. There's no surprise in this lineup, right?
No, none at all. I mean, seeing Kevin Cabral there is never a good surprise. Not for a while. So, knowing he was there is kind of like knowing that you're getting a root canal in the morning, and you're like, "Fuck it, let's just get it over with." Hopefully it won't be as painful, as last time or whatever. But with no guys that is there, at least we know that Sega's back, and Derek Williams, he's due to have a good game. I like seeing the two of them paired up. Although they kind of have a little difficult time. But anyway, we'll get into that. But overall, I thought this was a lineup that can handle San Jose. In the back of my mind, I was really, really hoping against hope that Cabral would do something and step up, for a rivalry match. But yeah, about that.
David, any surprise? Oh, well, actually, how were you feeling going into the game when you saw the lineup, Edgar?
Oh, I just said I was hopeful.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah, I was hopeful. I mean,
It's a cop out, right?
no, I was hopeful that they could get the win. I had mentioned that San Jose was they're like in a skid right now. They're doing that. They're not doing well, but there's something about the team that gave me just a vibe that I felt that Galaxy was going to go in there and get some points. I didn't expect a loss at all. If anything, I expected maybe like a scrappy draw, but definitely a win. Like I expected like a 2-1 win.
Okay. David, seeing the lineup.
I really liked the lineup. Well, it was the same lineup same formation from last week. So take out Costa and put in Cabral. We'll get into Cabral's performance a little bit later on, but yeah.
What performance?
And then Williams, I'm not a big fan of Williams, especially in the last 6 games. And once again, we'll get into his performance later on, or his how he calls his goals all the time. It's annoying. But I was extremely hopeful too. Those of you that I have in the group chat, I've been giving positive vibes towards the games, and luckily they've been since I started texting you guys out on game days, they have 2 wins.
So you can't stop.
We can't stop, man.
You can't stop texting
I want to
us
start.
now.
Yeah, I want to start doing that every single game day. Positive vibes, throwing out positive vibes.
Yeah. Well, I saw the lineup, but no surprise, of course, right? Like I said before, obviously the missing players, those were the obvious changes, but it's just the whole San Jose and playing in Stanford, smaller field. I didn't, with what happened in Vancouver, that was a bad team too. So I was kind of like, fuck, I didn't feel so good about it. But game kicks off, and like always, Edgar, possession. We own possession all the time, right? So even when we own possession in the beginning, I still don't feel like, all right, we got this, because we've already seen Vancouver's the best example of what happened there.
Yeah.
But in this game, it was really nice. But you guys want to get into Cabral? It starts right away.
You know what? Let's just get it out of the way, because it's something that I don't want to talk about for throughout the rest of this podcast. we might, shit on him a little bit more later on, but let's just get it out of the way. He was. This is one of his worst games, and it's hard to say that because when you look at his body of work, overall, it's been pretty disappointing. But this was one of the most disappointing performances because there were times, there were a couple of instances that right at the top of my head come off where his teammates bust their asses to get him the ball into space. There's that play where Chicha got the ball to him, and anybody else, like anybody else, you run to the box, you run to the 18, and somehow he flubbed it, and he ended up running into a group of San Jose defenders, and that killed that drive. But the one that really bothered me the most was like later in the game, they get the ball to him as he's running into the 18, and take your shot, man. Instead, he like does this little thing where he steps to the side, and then at the end, he takes a shot because he just has to take a shot, I guess. I don't know. He just took a shot to take a shot. And then you look at his body language, and he's like, gosh darn it, in French, like, zutalo or whatever. We're beyond lack of confidence excuses. We were talking about this last night in the Twitter space. A lot of people want to talk about it. The confidence thing, I'm far from home. I miss home cooking or whatever. He has no excuses. At this point, it's clear that Vanny made a mistake bringing him here, and that Kevin Cabral does not belong in MLS. He might be better suited going back home playing Ligue 2, or maybe if he wants to stay in the United States, send him off to a USL team or maybe MLX next and see what happens. But he definitely does not deserve a DP tag. He definitely does not deserve to be an MLS. Maybe his brother does, but not him. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I am beyond. You got to take the kid's glove. You got to take the kid gloves at some point, and this is it. I mean, it's over. You just call it over, man. It's done. We know.
Didn't Manchester United want him?
That's true.
That was the rumor.
The rumor. It was his worst game in the Galaxy jersey.
I think so,
It
too.
was horrible, and you want to say his confidence, but he has no confidence at all. And it looks like he doesn't even want to be there.
No.
He doesn't want to be on the field. And then he doesn't even know what to do with the ball once it comes down to either to shoot at the goal or pass, and he just doesn't do anything of it. He just shoots to the side, and it's off target.
Yeah.
So I'm really disappointed. I think last time I was here, I said I will take him next year for a TAM player, but no,
Not even
I just
that,
want him
huh?
out. Yeah, send him back
How
to
times have changed.
Send him back to Ligue 2.
League. You know what sucks is that Uncle Dishwasher brought this up yesterday in the Twitter space, and I agree with him. It's become sad. It just becomes sad because he's a kid, and like he said, he didn't ask for the DP tag. You know, if this is any other league in the world, that salary that's nothing, right? It's just you wash your hands with that salary, and in any league in the world, it's like under $2 million. But in this league, he takes up a very important spot. You know, he takes an international spot. It's a team that, you know, say what you want if you're an opposing team, but we're the biggest club in the league's history, right? We've had the biggest names, so now you carrying the same tag as some players like Beckham, Zlatan, Keane. You know, it's a lot. He didn't ask for it. My point is that he didn't ask for it. He's still a kid, and the experiment is over. It's failed. You know, I think like you said, it shows he doesn't want to be here. Then, you know, fuck it. Let's cut our losses. Which it's hard to see it not happen, right? It's hard to like see him not get let go at the end of the season, in the off season. It'd be some weird shit if he's still here.
The worst part about all this is that who do you sell him to? Who would want him? I mean, you want him to have some kind of value, but there is none there. maybe somebody out there, Ted Lasso, maybe would want you to, give him a
Wrexham.
little.
Well, he's gonna work on his confidence, Ted Lasso. So.
There you go, man. Yeah, maybe he's
don't
better
know.
suited.
Nah, it's a loan deal or something. The Galaxy
Yeah.
still takes the hit. They loan him out somewhere, and Galaxy's paying a percentage of his salary.
Imagine what this team would be with Costa and Cabral actually doing something with their DB tag. Like, imagine
Or if it wasn't them, or
if
if
it
it was
wasn't
actual
them,
good-
or if it wasn't that. Imagine if it was someone else.
If Kevin
Come on.
Cabral had completed some of the opportunities that was given to him throughout this entire season, LA Galaxy would probably be right behind LAFC, I would say.
Yeah,
Or like they'd be fighting for like a spot for the Community Shield.
supporter shield.
Supporter Shield. Sorry, I'm still getting over that drive home. but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you just look back at the highlights if you want to subject yourself to some kind of torture, right? But you look back at all his opportunities, and it's time and time again and time again. It's the same stuff. It makes you wonder what Greg Vanney is telling him before he heads out to the field. Like, come on, you can do this, son. Pat in the back, you got this.
And
buddy.
it sucks because we talk about like this was his worst game because everybody, for the most part, the first 60 whatever minutes of the game was just playing an amazing game, and every time it got to him, the ball got to him, dude, what the fuck? What's like he would lose it. The best example too was that the one you mentioned, dude, like the one where he takes a touch forward and he has a clear path to go, and instead, I don't know what he wanted to do. That he like tries to bring it back, and that's it's sad. So if he wasn't on the field, we might have ran away earlier with that game. That game might have been 4 or 5-0 by the 60th minute. But it is what it is. It's too bad. Well, it's a good thing Brian's not here, right? He would have kept beating off that horse.
He would have. Well, he's got the horse on the bus, dude. He packed it with him.
That poor horse.
The horse is all dry.
Whoa.
Damn,
we
that's
just
two
beat
already.
the
Edgar,
same
damn.
way? I'm thinking of a different type of beat.
No, you're right. It's that one. That's Brian's thing. We beat a dead horse. Brian beats off a dead horse. Just to be clear. All right, so
Let's move on, dude.
Yeah,
'cause
enough from
of
Cabral.
that.
We got it out of the way. Let's talk about the actual game, right? Fuck, what a fucking clinic this team put in. Top to bottom, man. Top to bottom, it was amazing. Well, top to bottom except the right middle, but the first goal comes in 11 minutes. I'm trying to think, was there any chances before the first goal?
Well, I think Cabral.
Yeah, besides the bad crosses. Yeah, that's the only thing.
No, I think because I think Chicha's goal came in like in the
11th?
ninth minute.
11th.
Yeah, 11th minute. So yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, it works.
All right. You got it there? All right. You can let them know. Yeah, 11th minute.
Brian, if you want to call, the phone works.
Call Chewy.
Call me.
I want to say is Delgado that plays it wide to an overlapping Julian, which Julian, our leading assist leader with 9, now gives the ball to Chicha. Let me ask you guys a question. Was that on purpose? That Chicha Meg?
No, it wasn't.
I don't think so either. I don't want to be that guy.
It was a bad touch, but it was a horrible defending.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're expecting Chicha to touch it properly, right? So if Chicha fucks up, but you know what? It works in our favor.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
I think Josatino was saying like, "Oh, it was a brilliant touch."
Yeah.
The legs. I'm like, it didn't look like that.
No. But I mean, the finish was great. That's the strike. And again, a striker's finish. He had like a second to think, and when he puts a toe on it, and
Toe poke.
I don't know if it deflects. It's hard to tell.
I think it did deflect.
Well, either way, like that's what you're supposed to do. And Bring out the clowns, baby.
You got it on?
Hey, there we go.
What's going on? Oh,
Do it again, Eddie.
Ow. There you go. Yeah.
Ow.
Again, I loved it, man. He was fired up too. He what is he? Hijo tu puta madre or something like to him. Like he just
You could see, like, you don't even have to know how to read lips, and you could tell
like,
what he was saying.
He's like, fuck these guys.
Right in the front of the seismic clowns.
That was awesome.
There's a lot of clowning around going on in that game, dude.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that saw that, once they saw the hijo de tu puta madre, like, I think we all got really fired up on Chicha right there. Like, yeah, fuck yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's my copy.
But
Well-
speaking of Julian, he's stepping up at the right time. He's doing awesome right now. So I'm
Yeah.
happy that we have him right now.
This would be
Finally.
one of his best games this year, probably.
Back to back, best game.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, Julian has had two really good games in the last week or so, and like you said, it's not just him though. Like I feel like a lot of guys are starting to peak, starting to gel together. And we'll discuss that more toward the end, but because it was a topic of discussion last night. But Julian, man, what a time for him to finally be coming around. I think maybe it has to do with the fact that he realized he's not going to be going to Qatar, and now he could really focus on what's in front of him. Because remember, we've been saying from the very beginning, like, we see him going to Qatar at one point, at least at the beginning of the season. That's what I thought. I saw him getting transferred to somewhere in Europe or maybe Liga MX, to one of the top teams there. But throughout the entire season, all that went away. He wrote it, all that good vibe, all that good, that great performance he had last season. It's completely gone now. So now that Tata's got his guys, he's not there. What are you going to focus on? Focus on what's in front of you, man, and on your team. Go out, win the MLS Cup, and hopefully you can either come back next season and start from scratch, or you can make such a good impression during the season that you can end like a transfer during the window in winter.
I think our World Cup years are very tricky for players because you remember Gio or Jonah, it wasn't the last World Cup. He had a horrible year with the Galaxy. It's like he didn't want to go 100% with the team, and he just wanted to save himself. So I feel like Julian was either in limbo, he wanted to save himself for the World Cup, or he wanted to give his best for Mexico, and he was just kind of, I guess it was like mind games where he just wasn't 100% with the team. So I guess now that, what Edgar said, now that everything's over, he's not going to make it a Qatar. He could focus on.
Is this
the
official, or
Galaxy.
you guys just because he didn't get the call?
No, these are not official yet.
Oh, okay. No, because like Chicha is pretty much official.
No, well,
Yeah,
if you didn't get called up for the last two games
tune-ups,
of the
yeah.
Worms, you're not going to get called up.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Unless
it's
there's an
not.
injury.
It's not the official,
Yeah.
but it's basically these are the people I'm taking.
Unless there's
I
like
mean,
an injury in the
But
team.
hey, dude, Tata's taking a lot of shit recently.
Of course, they suck.
No, not just that. Like him leaving practice to go watch games, bro.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah, there's a lot.
there's a lot of shit his own players are saying about him that he's doing that
Man.
is
like
just not cool.
he doesn't even go watch the sub 20 or anybody
Mm-hmm.
else and the friendlies of theirs or the tournaments. He sends his assistant coaches to go watch the under 20s and
probably checked
the
out.
women's.
He's probably checked out.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
checked out.
but
He's
you're
been
going
checked
to a
out.
World Cup, man. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, like this right here kind of fucks you over from ever being a coach.
Nah.
Not ever being a coach, but from
You
being
know
a
what?
coach to a.
Telling you right now,
You mean
On
Trade
news-
International
on
team?
News Across the Galaxy, telling you right now, Tata Martino is gonna have this heroes welcome back to Atlanta next season after the World Cup.
I don't think he's going back to Atlanta.
Yeah,
It's the
Gonzalo
place he was
Pineda.
happiest, and everyone loves him
But then
there.
you
so-
give Gonzalo Pineda another year, though.
Nah,
I think so.
they're FOs.
No, but then again, yeah, they're like they don't want to win right now.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
They're like, yeah.
I said it right here.
I think Tata he got saddled with a Mexican federation that's going through one of its worst times in decades. The entire federation, from top to bottom, all their national teams have been having issues, and he just happens to be there like when this is happening. Of course, he's going to be one of the sacrificial lambs, and knowing him, he's probably like, you know
what are we doing here?
no,
what are we doing here? I'm just like catching.
We're talking about Chicha and Julian, not in the cup.
I was going to circle back to that.
Yeah.
Jay Knight.
Oh,
What the heck?
who's Jay Knight?
Who's Jay Knight?
Ooh.
I'm hearing voices in my head.
Hey, I know the
Counsel me, they
I wonder who we're
understand.
talking to.
First time caller, all time listener.
What up,
Yeah,
Brian?
man.
As you guys could tell, my voice is done to shit again, just like last week.
Still?
That poor
Good.
horse.
Fucking horse, bro. You can never beat the horse enough. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
Hey, hydrate. Make sure you hydrate.
One moment.
How come we're not
As
there,
you can
man?
hear-
We don't work tomorrow.
So the bus is here, and I just wanted to call to say in that San Jose son hijo de puta. I'll call back in 5 minutes.
You're right.
Love you guys. Have a great show. I'll call you guys back.
All right.
All right, so confirmed, San Jose son hijo de putas. You got it live from Brian Eggs, who's still on the bus. Why are we there? I'm glad I'm not there, bro.
I know, bro. It's
If
like-
the bus came smoothly, then
Yeah, that's
maybe.
true.
Ooh, cookies.
It's one of those things where I don't work the next day, you don't work, or you don't
Yeah,
work the next day.
technically,
Yeah,
I
so it's
could've-
kind of like,
I could've phoned it in,
I could've
yeah.
done. But then again, yeah, all of Sunday in the bus, yeah,
No.
that's true.
I'd rather just drink here at Night Studios.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Okay, you want to
Nice
finish
cold
what you were
drink.
saying? Do you remember what you were saying?
Who, me?
Why Chicha and Julian are not in the world?
No, just going back to the whole fact that he's been saddled with like a difficult time in Mexican soccer, and everybody's probably he's not coming back from the next cycle, so maybe that bodes well for the future of Chicharito with this with the Mexican team. I don't think he's good enough. I mean, not good enough. I don't think he's going to be around for the next World Cup cycle, which would be interesting because it's going to be here in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. And I'm sure Chicha would have loved that, but with Tata Martino out of the way, maybe you'll see him there for like a Gold Cup or something like that.
Damn.
But Tata, it seemed like he saw Julian and Eva a couple times, and he put them in there, but he never really gave them like a really, really good shot where people were asking for them. And it's about time, I think, that maybe those two guys got some more I guess exposition or to the national team and see what they can do. But we'll see. It all depends on how the season ends. Imagine if Galaxy wins the MLS Cup and then those two guys head off. Oof.
Well, I would like to thank Tata for not taking Julian and Chicharito, because imagine with them them not being part of the San Jose game, and Chicha had a brace, so there you go.
Blessing in disguise. I'll fucking
Yeah.
keep
It
on
would've-
performing.
It would have been cool though to see Chicha in the World Cup, especially if you're not sure if he's gonna come back. We'll get to that later. That's part of a question, whether he's gonna come back or not. But I'm like, it would have been cool seeing a Galaxy player in the World Cup, because we don't have one right now.
That's we don't have one.
No.
Who has the best chance? Raheem, maybe?
Nah, not anymore.
Nah, yeah, he
No,
shit
if
the
he's
bed.
not there, he's not in the.
I guess you would say Julian would have the best chance because he's not ruled out.
It's the same thing with Raheem and Julian. If someone gets injured, maybe, but they're not in their warm-up games. No.
Eek, that sucks. Well, good thing we have him because probably wouldn't have went the way we thought it would go yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, right.
That's
Yeah,
just-
damn, it feels like it was longer than that. So Galaxy, this game, continuous dominance. And one thing I want to point out is obviously Ricky is like the difference here, right? Ricky connects from like the term Hercules Gomez uses in Football America, which I love that show now. Thanks, David. You put me on that show.
Yeah.
Ricky's that guy that the U.S. doesn't have, that a lot of teams don't have, that connects from A to C. You know, it's that guy that's just everywhere, right? He can get you to A to C on his own. And dude, that guy just doesn't disappoint. Besides the Vancouver one, but now I'm gonna call it a wash. I'm gonna say he's never played in a worse field than Vancouver, so that's what I'm gonna say. Effective.
I mean, that one last night was pretty bad too.
Yeah, but at least it's grass.
Grass and sand.
Yeah,
I want to say he's probably one of the smartest midfielders we've ever had. Like he
The
knows,
league.
huh?
in the league,
Well, yeah,
next to the one I can think of second is Juvenko.
dude. He's like 3 steps of everybody else. He knows where everybody's at. He knows exactly what he's gonna do, and it's amazing watching him, dude. So I'm really happy that we found him, and I hope we keep him because he's on a TAM.
It's
So
scary.
he better sign
Oh,
as a DP.
I said this already. I don't think he comes back as a TAM next year.
He better not.
I
He
think he's a
better be
DP.
label.
Yeah. I think this is set in stone. Like, I
Because
think
anywhere
this is-
else they could offer him millions. And
Yeah.
why wouldn't he walk somewhere else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I just hope like, somebody's in his ear, like from the Galaxy, that sells him on being the man. Because this is although he goes somewhere else, he won't be the man anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like right here, it's like, hey, Chicha's gone next year. Costa's gone. Cabral's gone. You know, you're the man. You're gonna be on all the posters. Everyone, you know, all the fans are gonna love you, scream your name. Your jersey's gonna be the best-selling jersey in the league.
Until we get Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Cristiano comes in. And they can tell him that, like, hey, and then, you know, you're going to play next to Cristiano. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he wants, but, yeah. So that'd be nice. But it's tough, man. I could actually see it go both ways, unfortunately. He's that good. Like, you could see it, like, some offer that the Galaxy can't refuse going to come.
Yeah.
And it's going to go, what the fuck do we do? Barca can buy it back for 10 mil if they want. So let's hope though. Yeah. But I was gonna say though, besides Ricky, I was watching the game with my dad, and Chicha's work rate in this game was pretty incredible. How much he was checking in and spreading that ball around. Dude.
But when isn't not?
But
incredible?
it's
Like,
more
he's
evident.
Always working.
But it's more evident in these kind of games with this formation, and this is something we've said before with the squad we have. Grand Sir has to be on the fucking field all the time. He has to start. He opens up space. He's a true winger. Even Cabral's pacey enough to open himself. Obviously, we know what his end product is like, but that's when it's more evident because Chicha comes check in and he has someone to play it off to. So, but I think in this game he did that more than in the game. A lot of those disappointing moments from Cabral were from Chicha checking in, receiving that ball, and him spreading it out to him, right? So, Chicha's work rate in this game, at least it was more evident to me. And like I said, I was watching with my dad, and my dad is not the biggest Chicha fan, but he was like, whoa, like Chicha's having a game.
Yeah.
And yeah, he looked like he was Ricky's age in this game.
I want to say that having Ricky Puig there has been not just a huge boost for the team because of what he can do on the field, and it's because of a lot of the stuff that he does away from the field. I've mentioned this before, but now I can bring it up to you guys and see what you guys have to say as well. Because when you practice day in, day out of a guy of this caliber, not only does it help the defense improve, like the way that they work together to try to stop somebody like that, but your teammates learn from you. They work off of you, and then they feel motivated to improve themselves to keep up with you. And that's what I've been noticing. Because one of the things that Galaxy did for so long throughout the season was try to work up the flanks, whip the ball in, and see what happens. Ricky Puig comes in and introduces a completely different style of play, more possession-based, trying to work up the middle, trying to lace passes in, and little by little, you've been seeing that some of his teammates are starting to buy into that and starting to adapt themselves to this new style of play. And so what we're seeing, especially these last 2 games, is kind of like the payoff, because when you're changing like that, whether it's the middle of the season or as we're seeing it towards the end of the season, there's a period of adjustment, and it's ugly. We saw some ugly games. But what we're seeing now is like the payoff, because they're finally getting it. They're all finally understanding what they need to do, the roles that they play with Ricky Puig pulling the strings. And it's coming together, man. It's coming together like a puzzle. And it's right at the right time, because the playoffs are right here around the corner, and you guys got to finish strong.
No, yeah, dude, definitely. And with this formation's it too. And I'm gonna go back to the Vancouver game. One of the things about the Vancouver game was like Vancouver sat back, remember, and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't break lines. We couldn't do anything. And we saw the goal. What was it last week? Yeah, last week from Brugman, and then we also saw Delgado take shots from outside. And in this game again, Ricky took a shot from outside. There was I forgot who else tried to take a shot from outside, even though they're not. I think Grand Sur, yeah. Even though they're not hitting, they're spreading. Now they're spreading the defense, testing these, and it pays off sometimes. And another reason you have Grand Sur, that second goal comes from Grand Sur pressing up that defender and forcing a forced pass where Ricky intercepts, gets to Delgado, and then Brugman is now feeling himself, right? What a banger.
Yeah, I've seen a burst of confidence with pretty much the whole midfield and attack minus Cabral. So that everyone has a lot of confidence. Everyone's up for shooting or taking shots because before, I want to say a month ago, 2 months ago, there is no confidence at all. And they're horrible shots. Like Brugman, when did you ever see Brugman take shots like that? Now all of a sudden he's taking shots and now he's making them too. So that's great.
Well, I want to say something about Brugman because people are saying, oh, he's so much better than Ryan Revolucion was. And Ryan, him and Ryan kind of played the same position, but the thing about Ryan was he was asked to do something different. And before he left, we actually saw him take a more offensive role, and he was actually starting to score goals. And then he was shipped out, and then Brugman was brought in, and thankfully Brugman picked up where Revolucion left off, and he's scoring goals from the same position because Banny is letting him move forward and disrupt those defenses because all of a sudden there's another scoring threat. It's not just Chicha or Puig or Joveljic. You got somebody else that can also step up and score a goal when you need it.
No, yeah, you're right, but I think different players too. I think Brugman stays more at home, right? And it's kind of what Vanny wanted. He wanted a guy that stays at home and picks his runs, but I think Ryan was more eager to go up, and that's where Brugman is slightly better because we got nothing but love for Ryan.
Yeah, I love Ryan, but
yeah,
he fell off his attacking game this season, and for some reason he just every shot or everything he attacked was not good. Or I have him stay back.
Yeah. But yes, now we have Brugman and we're happy. So fucking bangers. That's all the guy does.
Yep. Save it for the playoffs. Too.
Save it for the playoffs. Playoffs? You guys already talking about playoffs?
I'm talking about a keg at the home open. The first playoff game.
All right. Yeah, David remembers too.
It's looking closer and closer, huh?
Oh man, I mean, you know what? That would be a keg I'd be happy to buy because that's this would be the best finish in who knows how long.
When was the last time we hosted a playoff game?
14. Yeah,
because
right?
at 15 we lost Colorado, right?
Yeah, penalties.
Yeah,
and then it was all downhill from there. And then enter Klein. I mean, Klein was already there.
But that's when Bruce. Exit Bruce,
yeah. Full Klein takeover.
All right, yeah.
So Cabral finally comes out, guys, and you know what? Actually, there's a sweet play by Grand Sur before that. This is why Grand Sur's got to play. The guy can do it. He destroys Caden Cowell in that play. He turns him inside out. He megs him on purpose. And takes that shot.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, and. Yeah, we're just on this team, dude. This team had no answers for us, and didn't take much longer. 68th minute. Before that, Efra comes in for Cabral. Did you guys see the build up to that play? The highlights doesn't show you the build up. There's like 10 touches in that play, and then when they finally just do a quick 1-2 and And big shout out to Ephra in that one. You know, I don't really say that much.
On that one.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there were a couple instances where Efra did something, because there was that pass for the goal that Chicha scored, but later on, I think I remember laughing about it last night in the Twitter space. It was like I actually saw him do a similar pass to Chicha, but with his right foot.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "What? Are you serious? This guy actually made a pass with his right foot." That's why I said, Eddie, it's time for you to get that Zubac tattoo, because we actually saw Chicky Nuggets make a pass with his right foot, and not just any pass, like a nice pass. And Chicha just didn't score.
Chicha was in disbelief. Can you blame him?
He missed it just wide.
All right, so let me ask you guys this question. Next game, Costa's out. Most likely he's gonna have a 2-game suspension.
No, it's already
It's
one.
just one.
Are you sure? It's one?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess Costa's in, because I was gonna ask you, would you have Cabral or Efrain?
It sucks.
It's same formation, same everything.
That's tough, man.
Wait, what was the question? Costa or
Put Costa
See,
back
Costa
in there.
isn't available.
If
If-
Costa isn't,
If he isn't available, it started off the same.
so after the same
I
with
think so.
Cabral instead of
Only
Efrain?
because of the speed.
Yeah,
Cabral can weaken your defenders.
Yeah, he still spreads the.
Mhm.
It's more strategy than it is anything. Spreading the fucking defense. I mean, Ephra
like
had one, good showing for like 20 minutes. I can't bank on that.
You need defenders that are already tired with Efra.
And if Efrain, like, you could tell he's out of breath by those 20 minutes. Too. It was horrible. It's like there's times where
Yeah.
the ball they take away the ball from him and he just stands there and he's like, oh, okay.
No, it's crazy.
He doesn't
No,
run back.
You're
It's
right, though.
horrible.
It's crazy. He comes in the 70th minute or whatever, and he looks like he's in the same pace as everybody else.
Yeah.
That's been running for 70 minutes or slower. Yeah. But let's give him credit for that pass first.
Yeah.
So,
That's two passes. That's two passes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he got
that
2 passes.
But that first pass for the goal, while you give him a lot of credit, it's a quick one too. But the last touch, he has to wait and be patient. And man, he feeds Chicha a dime. And
See, this is where I'm saying, Eddie. Like watching Ricky Puig do this in practice, you think these guys are really like, hey, he can do it. Why can't I?
no. In Efra's case, it's frustrating because we've seen him do things like this, but he can't do it on a consistent basis.
Well, that's the thing we've been saying all along with him and Julian this season. I mean, so many other people as well, but I bring them up because these are guys that we expected, especially with Julian, to be taking that next step in their careers where not only do they become part of their national teams, but they also start to attract suitors from overseas and from other top leagues. And instead, they kind of just stagnated. But with Julian,
there is
I
no
still think
comparing
that.
Julian and Efra.
Well,
Not
I was
even
going to say
close.
with Julian, I think that he still has a lot more to improve. But with Efra, I feel like he just kind of plateaued and gave up or something. That's why I keep saying he needs a change of scenery. Send him somewhere where like he's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm not in LA anymore. Oh shit, I mean like
You say that
I'm in
so
Columbus.
easy, like people want him.
Oh come on, you don't think like
Who the fuck
FC
wants him?
Cincinnati wants him?
No, there is people that want him,
So
and
they preferred Zubac over Efra.
no, because look,
Damn.
Dude, for the non-Galaxy like
They don't watch his-
analysis
Oh.
and around ESPN, Extra Time Radio, and even Football Americas, they think Efrain is it's still one of the next big things. One of the great.
I was gonna get to that. We have like people we work with at my job that are like, his guy was a Chivas fan. I think he's a Chivas fan, or whatever, and he was like disappointed that didn't get Efra. I was kind of like,
Yeah.
like you definitely don't play close attention.
Especially outside of MLS,
Yeah.
like they still think that Efra is going to be something great.
Maybe
later on.
he will be.
I don't think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be something like maybe a solid player, but not great. Maybe a Dax
it's-
McCarty. Something like that.
I would take Dax McCarty over Efra.
No, well, yeah, now, but
Any day.
But he's still young. He all right. Efra, like I'm saying, his potential is Dax McCarty, but not great. He's not an Iniesta.
That's his ceiling.
That's his
His
ceiling.
ceiling is Dax McCarty. God damn.
Well, Dax McCarty's he's a tough MF. I mean, that
I know.
dude is-
Yeah, I'll take
But
him.
that's a ceiling, though.
That's
That's,
a
what he's
ceiling.
saying. He's not there. He's saying that's a ceiling. So
I'm sorry, but that's what it
That's
is.
something different, yeah.
We're ragging on him. He just like gave that beautiful assist. Fucking dick.
Hey man, the whole season.
This whole
of-
season, bro.
True.
One.
I've only been on this show twice this season, right? I
How
could
quickly
talk
you
shit
guys
to him all
forgot.
I
that.
had to get my Emperor and Cabral out every
I know, right?
every time I'm here.
Let me
Damn.
take it out. Let me take it out.
If
How
it's
dare
gonna
you
be
guys.
like, if it's gonna be that Cubo Torres,
Oh, cool.
I think Google
Nah,
was a
he'll be
little
better.
more successful.
He's already more successful than Google.
really? Oh no, yeah, really?
Yeah, I think
Hey,
so.
Cubo Torres plays for Orange County. All right, that's successful.
Hey, how quickly you guys forgot that wonderful goal he scored against Charlotte to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Game
But see,
one, right off
that's
the
the
bat.
frustrating part. Inconsistency right there. He could do something like that and then disappear for 20 games.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. My point.
And that's why MLS thinks he's a great.
he still made
has
the
potential because
he
they
still
saw
made
what he
the
did
22
in-
under 22 whatever list.
I know, right?
But
He's,
at
he's
this
kind of high
point, we're
too.
nitpicking because when you look, and let's get back to the game. I mean, because it was a win, and it's what we had hoped for. It's what the team needed.
I'm not used to it. I'm in an uncomfortable position right now, Edgar, and it's 2 in a row. You
two
know,
in a
and,
row.
and you beat one of your rivals. It's kind of weird.
And like one loss in the last seven.
yeah, all I know how to do is
Galaxy?
talk shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
In the last 8 games, Galaxy's only lost 1 game, and that was
Wow.
that horrible game against Vancouver.
what a loss. We do it right at least. If you're gonna lose, I could lose right.
Well, I guess we could talk about Derek Williams now, right?
Wait. Let me get the camera again. Let me get the camera again.
All right.
So Chicha with the finish, and then
He looks at the ultras,
both sides get it, baby.
Hell
the
yeah,
ultra clowns.
Just
both
payasos.
sides.
Vayan a dormir or whatever that meme was.
You know, what made me laugh, dude, was that when they were showing the highlights. Well, I was watching the game, but in the highlights, you can actually see a girl, like a couple of girls, get up and cheer. One is wearing a Mexico jersey, and the other one's wearing a Galaxy jersey, and they're like,
Oh, yeah,
and then one of their buddies wearing San Jose gear grabs her and pulls her back down.
Oh, by the way, the bus part 2, it started to move again. I guess they,
What?
yeah, that's Galaxy Outlaws. Just put the bus
their
icon
bus-
part
So
2.
they've been stuck and then they
I
haven't
think it
moved.
broke down
They haven't been
twice.
coming over.
Can somebody
Oh,
confirm in the chat on the bus that you guys have been stuck twice? 'Cause
Wait,
that's
their
what
bus
the
not
Outlaws
moving?
tweeted.
Can someone say where exactly you guys are at?
Yeah, see how long we have to do this show to make sure we get you home safely and sane.
Eddie, what have I been telling you? All this stuff with people having issues with power and electricity and everything. It's the Houston Dynamo, dude. These are shots being fired right here.
Look, all we need to do is win one more game and we're good. That's it.
Maybe
I
even
think so.
tie.
If we fuck tie.
No,
But I'm
Fuck
just
a
saying.
tie.
No,
For
you got to get
starters.
the win.
We
You know
need
what?
to win.
No, we better get the win at home. But I think a tie and a Portland loss or a tie, I think would mix us in.
No, we're going RSL and then Houston.
all right.
No,
So
I'm,
we
talking
need-
about,
No,
I'm talking about
he's
Portland
saying
losing.
elsewhere.
Oh no, we
Yeah,
we
Portland
definitely
losing
need to
again.
win because the people behind us is RSL.
I know, but they're already 3 points behind us. And with a tie,
They can't
still
catch
beat
us because of
yeah.
goal differential.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Even
it's
if-
wins.
No, because the thing is,
It's wins then goals. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So we
So they
still
can
need
catch
to
us
beat.
up. And I think Portland could catch us up, or they could beat us if we tie and they win their game. But the good thing is they play against LAFC, so it's gonna be a tough game for them. So
They're gonna try because they're still going for the supporter shield. so-
yeah, so I think a tie is
They're tied with Philly, right?
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're like a point or two
No,
ahead.
they're
No, they're
tied
tied in
around.
points.
They're
They're
tied.
tied.
Points.
Yeah, I believe they're
Who has the
tied.
most wins?
They're
LFC is
tied
in first right
64, 64 points, and LFC has 20 wins. Philadelphia has 18 wins.
And you seen the
Philadelphia has that insane goal differential.
48?
And we're talking
I know,
about
but
it.
it's not gonna matter if it's
Yeah.
46.
wins.
46.
They already can. Well, they can only tie the wins, but easy. Philly has an easier schedule because they have LFC has Portland and
There's
Nashville.
like a bittersweet moment here. We kind of
I
need
know.
LAFC to win certain games, and
Oh,
we
well.
don't want them to get any.
As long as we win
fucking-
ours, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You don't fuck. You know, here we're going off
we
again.
can't can't rely on the little brother. You know.
See, this is what happens when you bring me. We start talking about MLS.
Yeah. Get too excited. Fucking Matt Doyle over here. Well, we got to talk about the ugly as well in this game, right? The
2 people.
the first goal
Oh.
for San Jose. It's a great ball,
They completely
That was
fell
an amazing
asleep.
ball. That was a
Galaxy
great
did.
ball.
huh?
I think Galaxy completely fell asleep. They got real
they
like a days
did,
ago.
but also give credit to that ball.
That was a good ball.
If I have to blame anyone,
Bond.
I'm playing Bond because I think Raheem had enough legs to catch up. But again, it's a tough situation. Again, it is a good ball. If Bond gets the ball, then we were talking about, it's a whole different conversation. But yeah, penalty,
Yeah.
clear penalty. I mean, you can't argue that one, VAR or not.
He was nowhere close.
Yeah, and
That's why you have to blame it on him. He was nowhere close.
Yeah.
To the ball.
I guess that's the only guy you can blame it on if you had to, right?
I mean, if you want to nip, I mean, I don't want to nitpick, but when you I'm looking at the highlight right now, and the guy who scored the goal, he starts running and gets towards the inside of Raheem Edwards, and Raheem Edwards doesn't notice this until like half a second later, and at that point, it's too late. The guy's gone because the pass is already heading towards him, and all he has to do is catch up to the ball and run into the 18, and that's where Bond comes out, and then Raheem crashes into him. So that was on Raheem, I guess you could say, because Raheem let the guy catch him a step behind. That's why I was like, these guys got caught napping because they got kind of comfortable, and Raheem should have been watching him, and he didn't. I mean, I know this is nitpicking, but if you're gonna beat the best teams in MLS and you're giving up goals to the Smurfs like this, you can't do this in the playoffs.
That's a good point. What I was going to get at, too, I remember if it was Kobe or Joe Totino that brought it up. He's like, they started doing the subs right before that first goal. Talk about, like, all right, here come the subs. The Galaxy go to the playoffs. They got to learn how to close out games. Remember, San Jose's not a great team. And yeah, for that.
I forgot to take it off.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. It fits me. It fits me perfectly.
See, but I think the playoffs will change that. Like, this was a game and they get San Jose. San Jose had no killer instinct. They weren't even attacking at all. So I think the playoffs should fix that. Their intensity is going to be up, and they're not going to fall asleep in stupid little plays like this. I hope so.
Yeah, me too. You're already like celebrating and walking around like
Yeah.
The thing that was worrisome about this goal with San Jose, I remember thinking at the time, was that San Jose has hurt us in the past, where it seems like Galaxy has a game in hand, or if you reach farther back, they have a playoff series in hand, and then San Jose
5-0.
comes back and scores like 5 unanswered goals. But
I'm gonna go that far back, bro.
no, what I'm trying to say is like weird stuff has happened in these Cali Classicals, especially up the coast, where it seems like Galaxy is going to get away with something, and then somehow, some way, the Smurfs find a way to either draw or steal a win. And when I saw them score the goal, I was like, come on, guys, please don't let these guys get back in there, because all they need is like another stupid goal or like some kind of garbage goal, and these guys are going to feel confident again.
You know what?
And sure enough.
I honestly didn't feel that way because I honestly gave them credit and I thought it was a great ball. And it's nitpicking again, given it either you're gonna put it on Raheem or Jonathan Bond. It was a great ball, so I was like, oh, you know what? That's a good play. We still got this game. This game is under wraps, but it was not, right? And then we could just go to that goal, the last goal, real quick.
Well, before that, Chicha almost had a hat trick.
Oh, yes.
That was that pass I told you
That
about
was
from
a pass.
Efra.
That was a good one.
Right-footed pass.
We're giving him the pass because he was in shock. Now he could have iced it. Efra could have iced it too.
Mm-hmm.
Efra got one right inside the box and he skied it. Also, I don't know if this is. I'll talk about it now because I don't remember when this was, but there were some moments where I think this was after Chicha came out. I'm starting to be a little worried about Dejan because I feel like Dejan could be the guy in the playoffs to come in, when we need him. He looks a little desperate.
No, he's cold. He's cold.
Yeah, and the desperation is showing.
Let me tell you guys what's going on with Dejan, because you guys don't start that talk, okay?
He's cold. Frio.
No, the Dejan that we saw scoring all those goals was being called to action at a time when Chicharito wasn't doing that well. So he was coming in late into games or like in second halves when the Galaxy was down, and they absolutely needed to get back in the game and score some goals, and that's what he was doing. That hasn't been the case since Ricky Puig joined the team. The team has either led at some point or has battled to stay up there and not lose games. I mean, with the exception of the Vancouver game. So he hasn't had to do anything like that where you're like, damn, we're down. Hopefully, Jovic comes in and scores and boom, boom, he scores. And you're like, damn, okay, good. That's our guy. But like you said, in the playoffs, he could be counting on to do something because he's a wild card. You never know what he's going to come in and do. You pair him up there with Chicha. I still believe in that pairing with Puig there. And if you get Costa that's invested into the team, then it could mean a lot. Now, going forward, like after this season, I really do think that Dejan Joveljic is going to be very, very important for the future of this club. When you have a lot of other young guys in there, like Ricky Puig, and you have Brugman, and you have Grant Sear, all these guys are going to be important for the future of this club. And I really hope that he sticks around because I want to see what he can do once he becomes the top guy up there and he starts to develop and grow within that system that Puig has brought to the club. So I really think that he's still important. It's just he's not getting the minutes that he was before, or he's not being called to do the stuff that he was doing before. But at any moment, I mean, all it takes is like just him getting by a defense and scoring a goal, and it's going to happen again. You'll see.
Well, we're not saying that he's not needed, but he's still being called upon to score goals. That's the point of his positioning, or that's the point of his role is to score goals. I'm talking about like little things where he tries to dribble it on himself or tries to do a little bit too much. Like what Eddie said, where he's looking a little bit desperate. He's trying to create something out of nothing where he could just do a simple pass back.
Where there's a better option.
Yeah, there's a better option. So that's why I feel like this game, the last game, or especially the one against Kansas City where he started up front with Chicharito, I felt like he was a little bit off. Like he was trying to do something else. He probably wasn't playing the position that he normally plays, or he didn't have the same role. But just little things where you could see where he's lost his mojo. He's not as confident, or his passes not as sharp as they usually are.
Fucking Dr. Evil, you bastard.
Yeah, fucking mojo.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully, in one of these next two games, we're like, all it needs is a tap in or something.
Well,
anything.
fuck it. I'd rather have one like Chicharito being cold and Joveljic being hot, and then the other one, then flipping, right?
Yeah.
When Joveljic was hot, Chicharito was cold, and instead of like both of them being really cold.
Well, if we want to dream big, or I mean, whatever, cosas chingonas. I can't even say the word right now. Imagínate cosas chingonas. You would want Chicha to be the hot one.
Yeah, because he's a starter.
Yeah.
He's the main guy.
Yeah. So.
So
All right. Cool. So now that last goal, right? The last goal that, thank God, came in the very last second of the game, and this is the argument I put up. Do you remember, Edgar, about the center backs? No.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just groaning, man.
If we're going into the playoffs, right? And the discussion was like, who do you pair in the center backs, right? And I think everybody was against me. I said it's Koulibaly and Cáceres, because Williams has it takes a moment to lose a playoff game, especially in a one-off. And Williams creates moments for other teams.
Yeah.
Whether him not being able to keep control of his hands, losing mark on a cross,
or bad deflections.
And in this case, as I stick to it. There's your example. Your example right there. That ball was not dangerous.
The sample size for Cáceres is very little, though.
That's true.
But
All right. So who are you going to start the next game?
Cáceres. You have to see it.
Yeah.
You have to see it. If you're talking about sample size, then you have to see what you can in the next two games.
So you're putting him in there like trial by fire, in a situation where Galaxy absolutely has to win a game.
Well, we
against
already
a
did
team
it
that
against
we-
Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that man doesn't go in trial by fire. He's ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
World
like-
Cup. He has
yeah.
to be ready for the World Cup, so he's
Yeah,
gonna already get thrown in.
And he's played in big clubs, so it's not
Yeah, these
nothing
are
new
not
to
trial
him.
by
Big games are
fires.
nothing new to him.
Yep.
yeah, so
They shouldn't be.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying. Remember the one thing I keep saying about playing center back is being able to communicate well with the guys that are around you. And and that's developing that camaraderie. And either you get that right away or it takes a long time to get it. And these two guys come from two different cultures, and who knows what their language barriers is or are. I mean, and so that's one of the things that I think about.
Dude, the majority of this team now speaks Spanish. Some type of Spanish.
Well, he's in the back with a guy who's a francophone, so that's what I'm wondering.
Bond
And didn't-
speaks Spanish,
Koulibaly.
English.
And didn't Cáceres had some time in Liverpool, so he probably has some English.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
You have
So-
Gaston, who's right in front of him, speaks Spanish.
so David. So Edgar, you're sticking with Williams and Koulibaly?
Hell no.
yeah, for now, yeah.
Oof.
If Cáceres plays against RSL and he does fantastic, of course it'll change my mind. But for right now, I'm sticking with what I think is going to work.
Okay. And okay, let me be clear. Them two, no Williams Cáceres is the Pew fucking Koulibaly Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, David.
No, I'll do Cáceres and Koulibaly. It's because just the last 6 games, when hasn't Williams been part of goal against?
Yeah.
Like you said, it was a handball or a stupid foul or a bad deflection. He's always been involved, and I know a lot of times it's not his fault. It's just bad luck. But then again, you want to get rid of that bad luck. You want to get rid of that. So we already have. Well, Edwards was. What do you say? He's already a
Liability there.
liability in defending. So,
Julian cleaned it up.
Huh?
Julian's cleaned it up
Yeah.
too.
So
Yeah.
And now
I was going to say, because you guys are saying you guys are laying it on Williams, and I'm thinking, so a lot of those goals were the fault of Raheem Edwards and Julian, although Julian's, the last couple games he's stepped it up, but Raheem cost us another goal right now. So-
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Edwards already is a defensive liability. Why are you gonna have 2? So might as well take out Williams and have Cáceres and keep Edwards, since he's great at pushing up. I'd rather have him than Casper right now, to be honest.
damn. This is
I mean,
why.
yeah, doing the
your boy.
playoff hit. I don't trust in Gasper.
This is no, Gasper's out of it right now. This is why we sit here and we're not on the sideline. that's a terrible position.
I don't know, Eddie, but what do you think?
What do I think about what? We're gonna put the makeup on me? Oh shit. Somebody once said the world is good. Anyways,
Donkey.
yeah. So I'm sticking with that center back pair. We'll see. I guess again, we're sitting here for a reason. Vanny's in the sideline for a reason. So we'll see what happens.
We wouldn't have brought Costa if we were in the sideline. Not just saying.
True. You know what? Oh, I don't think it was up to him though.
That's true.
Anyways, let's give some awards out, and then we'll go through some questions. I saw there was a couple questions, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't need that filter, by the way. I look close enough to it, Chewy.
It's a fun film.
All right, David, you're the guest. You know the awards by memory?
I don't know which one goes first. Is it
you-
the BJ?
It's whatever you want. That's what I was gonna ask. Since you're the guest, and there is no particular order.
I guess we'll go with BJ.
We're giving BJ's today.
BJ.
We're
Why, we don't give them all the
BJ.
time?
Nah, but Edgar, it's like if you feel you need to give it to another.
I mean,
You know what?
it has to be something like really like blatant, by the way.
Damn, Edgar.
No.
I'll give it to
Oh,
the-
you know what?
Let him give his BJ, Edgar.
I'll give it to
Okay.
the bad fucking Tifo of San Jose.
I like the Tifo. I thought it was cool, man.
Hey, that's what gave Chicha, his powers.
Which, by
Yeah.
the way, you know what? Watching Lakers, watching Dodgers, watching Galaxy games, I kind of like it when they chant BLA. And like everywhere, not only like San Jose, not only San Francisco, but everywhere, Boston. I kind of like it when they chant BLA because we're known for something. They want to beat us because we're the city of fucking champions, right?
Yeah.
So every time I hear BLA, I'm like, yeah, they know they want to beat us because we're fucking win all the time. So
All
Bad
right.
Tifo.
So we're giving out those kind of BJs, huh? So I give one to the bus maintenance people. I mean, for having our fellow G's have to go through that fucking terrible bus ride in this heat. Fuck. Edgar?
We're giving out BJs.
Well, I'm like, we're not giving them too many field players. I don't guess.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I don't care, dude. I'm giving a BJ to freaking because his game isn't off. This is his game, but he's getting a BJ, and that's Kevin Cabral, man.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
That's a good point. His game is not off.
We're
It's-
talking shit to him though, about him.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, let's bury this horse.
Yeah.
Let's stop beating this horse off. next, Chewy, you got any BJs, man?
Dude, I wanted a. Besides the last like 10, 15 minutes of the game, I wanted a better fight from San Jose. You know, they're the rivals. You want a better match against them. So what the fuck's his name? Caldwell?
Cade
Whatever the fuck?
Caldwell.
Okay,
Caden Cowell.
I thought he was gonna
Okay,
play
go.
way better, man. I honestly thought I was ready to have another shit game for Julian
And that was the-
because I thought he was gonna do more, and Julian just
Julian stepped up to it, though.
yeah.
But you know what? On his defense, he has a whole team on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Imagine
Kid.
Julian having the whole team on his shoulders. He would be horrible. So
Dude, I would-
They're relying on Kid Cowell to do well.
I would trade effort for Kate Cowell right now.
yeah,
Let's
dude.
do it.
Just hey, either he did a bad job or Julian did a really good job. I don't know.
Well,
A little bit of both.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Nah, it's too much for what is he? 18 now, something like that.
yeah, he's still young.
Yeah, it's
Really
too
young.
much.
That's
for
why
a
he
kid
has
like
a whole
that.
team on his shoulders.
All right, cool. So, well, David, I hope you enjoyed your first BJ. So I guess since you went there, then we had to go with you award, right? But Edgar made a good point. So let's make it more challenging, right? So I'll retract mine. Cabral gets the BJ. So let's make it more challenging. You're not going with Cabral, right? Who's next in line for that?
Oh,
The game was off.
I'll
Yeah.
go. I'll go.
Who?
To me, it's fairly easy. Well, not fairly easy. Jovelik. Jovelik's game was off this game.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Chui.
Yeah, that's true.
He tried too hard and fucked up. It's just it.
Fuck
You
it
could
up.
see him trying too hard.
I'll be an asshole. I'll go with Williams.
That too.
I'll go with Williams because he wasn't challenged too much. He didn't have to do much. He came in after whatever you want to call it, rest or losing his starting position. And to have a hiccup like that in a moment that can maybe cost you your starting spot, I still argue. I'll go with Derek Williams.
Yeah, I will. That too.
Edgar.
Edgar.
I'm trying to think if anybody like really stood out. I was gonna say Raheem Edwards because of that first goal, but overall he had a decent match. Darn it. I guess this chance I'll agree with Chewy, man. I will say Jovic. I know a lot of people think I'm a Jovic defender.
You are.
Day on day.
Damn. You know what? This has to
but
be the
it-
first time he gets these, isn't it?
I believe so.
Now watch. You're gonna find out tomorrow morning that I became a Dayon fact. Like Dayon found out I said this about him. What happened to Edgar? Dayon got him. Fuck.
It's just missing. Oh shit! You're gonna become a Netflix fucking documentary.
There's no funny
Dejan.
punchline. They just like Dejan got Edgar.
Did you,
Damn.
What happened to Edgar? Did you watch Nag last night?
Edgar vanished. Damn. Yeah. No. I mean, I want to see Dayon get better towards the end of the playoff push, but last night wasn't it. But a couple more games to go, so hopefully he gets an opportunity to show something before the playoffs start, because it's going to be important for him and Chicha to both be playing well, because if something happens to Chicha, God forbid, an injury or something like that, and he could step in and pick up the slack, or vice versa. So, but yeah, his game was off last night for sure.
You know what? On a side note, do you guys notice when Grand Sir, he's playing freaking great, but do you ever notice that when he's attacking, there's times where he should go for the shot, like when he did the nutmeg on Yule, he went for the shot, that was great. There's other times where he goes for the shot where he has a simple pass. I think that happened one time or twice in the game where he could have gone for a pass for Chicha. He just goes for the shot, takes a shot.
But that could be with. I could argue that could be with what I was talking about earlier, like how in Vancouver they just stayed back, and now they're taking more chances. There's probably asked from them to do so. I don't know. Could be.
That annoys me with Grand Sir. I know Grand Sir, he's playing a better game, and I really like him there. I want him to be the starter, but there's certain times where I'm like, dude, just fucking pass it. Well, I don't know why he wants to go for the glory, but yeah, that's a soccer mentality. He wants that goal. So
It'll come. It's okay. I like Grand Sir.
he has like one goal though, right?
2. Same game.
Oh, yeah.
3. He scored against LAFC. Oh wait.
He has more goals than Kevin Cabral, man.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I think a lot of people have more goals than Kevin Cabral. People that shouldn't have goals have goals.
Sega has the same amount of goals.
Oh,
Doesn't Bond have more goals? Bondi has more goals than Kevin Cabral.
There's more assists probably.
All right.
Hey, one thing though, Grand Sir was gassed by like the 60th minute too. His legs were done.
He doesn't
He's a
start
workhorse.
consistently, bro.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, you just had a
But you
kid.
have to
be
also
better.
you have to consider what he does in that time that he's on the field.
What, having a kid?
Nah, he covers a lot of grass, dude.
Like Chicha or Bush?
Nah, he covers more. Grand Sir plays both sides of the ball. That's why Grand Sir has to be in there. Anyways, who's got heart, man? Who's got heart? This one's the more difficult one, I think,
Yeah, it is pretty
because you're gonna leave somebody out here, and I think the next standing is the clear obvious.
Wait, which one's the next one? The
Next standing.
Next standing. Okay.
So-
So I already know my next standing.
All right.
Yeah, I think everybody should have the same one.
Yeah. So you got heart.
You got heart.
Okay, okay, fuck it. I'm giving You've Got Heart to Chicha. He's not stopping.
I'm not confused. Now I'm confused.
Yeah, that's why I turned, because I got confused when you said everybody should have the same one.
I think we should.
I think we should too.
I mean,
The fact that you knew that and said Chicha is that you knew that Chicha is.
so I think I'm flipping
Yeah.
what you guys are gonna say.
Okay, go for it.
Probably.
I actually don't even know yet. I'm like still trying to play in my head and think
Well,
about.
I'm going Chicha just because, he's been showing. We know this is his game. He's a fucking player that can score. So him doing what he did today is what's expected of him.
What do you do today?
Yesterday, within 20. No, not even within.
What did you do in
24
Call of Duty
hours.
today?
I know, seriously.
Did he stream? I didn't even see him stream today. But that's what I expect. Chicha, poacher, so you give the ball inside or even close, score. Or at least be close to scoring, but you try it. And it's like, fuck yeah. Like, there you go. I wanted to give him the next ending, but he's showing that he's a badass fucking player. That's it.
Okay. Fair. Anybody? I'm in between 2.
I'm between 3.
Damn.
Damn, bro. You just got married too.
All right, I guess I'll go first. So it's You Got Heart, man, right? So I'm in between 2. I'm in between Brugman and Grand Sir.
No.
So I go Grand Sir because again it's You Got Heart, man, and the fact that he was left out and now back-to-back games he shows why he should be a starter. That's why I'm going with Grand Sir. Brugman just like a secondary, like honorary mention, but he's been doing this, right? He didn't lose his spot. He came in and took over that spot. But as much as we loved Ryan, it's like where would we be without Brugman? That guy's a destroyer. That guy,
Yeah.
he was one of the missing pieces. I know we talk a lot about Ricky, but I think Ricky's also not the same player without Brugman. So, but yeah, either way, you got Hart, Grancer showing back-to-back games why he should be starting. You know, not missing a step, not missing a beat. So, Grancer for me. I love the pressure. I love the effort on both sides of the ball, which I don't think Costa or any other winger brings it. So yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, I was in between.
Oh
Koulibaly.
shit! Quick update. So apparently they're getting home tomorrow. I don't know what that means.
Meaning that they're
no.
getting home at midnight.
Maybe
camp-
that's what I'm
they're
thinking.
gonna-
It's
So
That's
I'm
crazy.
imagining that they're like out in the middle of nowhere, like on some road, and it's all dark, and they can hear owls and crickets, and like, they're being just told that they're gonna have to like camp out there, and then all of a sudden Brian's like, hey, I gotta go potty in the grass. You know?
Brian's already here. Well, not here.
No.
Brian's already at the stadium.
oh.
But there's two
But
buses that got stranded.
so it's the other bus.
This
that
is
got
another
stranded.
bus.
No, that's
Oh,
false because
no.
the person that comments on the same bus.
Oh,
Um,
wait, didn't
you know
Brian
what?
say what the fuck?
You know what? The maintenance guy got the VJ, but the people in the bus, you got heart, man. You got,
Oh, they got a lot of heart.
I honestly would have fucking rented a car and just fucking drove home or something.
No, we would have flown.
Like I said, coming back without the bus breaking is the worst hangover ever.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine having a fucking bus breakdown once or twice. Nah. They have heart, yeah.
Yeah, they got heart. Edgar, you're sorry.
Oh,
Oh wait,
I'm gonna
was
give
it
it to.
David? Was it?
No, I was gonna give it to Brugman for the same reasons, but dude, he used to have that will to take those shots, and those are fucking going in. So I'll just give it to Brugman. Brugman said he's playing a fucking great game, and that's the guy that we needed there, and one of the guys that we needed to step up and start scoring goals, other than Chicha. So, Edgar.
Edgar.
Julian, bro. It has to be Julian.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the Julian that we've
These
been
are all fair
wanting.
too. These are all good.
This is the Julian that we've been wanting to see all
Except
season
Julian.
long. This is a Julian that we have grown to admire and just expect great things from. And it's the only thing that sucks is that it's taking this long for him to show up. But when he's
Rather
on,
now
man,
than earlier in the season.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when he's on, and Julian brought it, and that beautiful pass to Chicha. I mean, what else can you ask for him? So hopefully he keeps it going against RSL and keeps improving. Hopefully Epra sees him and he's like, hey, I gotta improve too, man.
That's wishful thinking. He's seen it
Aw.
enough.
Well, MLS, especially if you've been watching MLS, is you never want to peak too early. They're all
Yeah.
peaking at the same time. They're all peaking.
Shout out to
at the
Hammer,
right time.
Portuguese Hammer. Keep saying it. You want to peak at the right time, and
Yeah, well,
Dare-
that's how,
dare
that's
we
how we
dream?
won what? That's how we won like 3 of our 5 championships because we peaked at the right time. We didn't land in the greatest position in our playoffs, but we peaked at the right time.
dare we dream?
The 2005 team was like that, and
Yeah.
looks like we're headed in that same direction. That's what I was saying. Remember Eddie, what I was saying? Remember that?
Yeah, but different
okay.
league. You
No,
can't.
that was-
you can't.
no.
2005 it. No.
No,
Yeah,
you-
at this point, let's stop heading into any direction any other year did. Let's just do our own.
No,
direction and
I was
shit.
joking about how, that 2005 team, they got to the playoffs, they went on that run, and then at the very end, when all the guys that were supposed to be scoring goals did it, the one guy who had the absolute
Oh, yeah.
worst
Oh, you mean
season,
Cabral this year?
That's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
just talking like comparisons, and at the end, I
Pando
was
scored
like,
that goal.
he
you know,
also
for
had
Galaxy.
dreads.
Yeah, he also had dreads, and then here comes Cabral out of nowhere, 90th minute banger from like way out, Galaxy win,
Dude.
and then
What an epic
And then-
pic! What an epic picture
They
it would
didn't,
be.
they didn't land in, and everybody say no, like don't take that shot.
Oh
and he
no
took the shot.
no! When the sub was happening,
Oh,
yeah, they looked at the sideline and they were like, "What are you like questioning Samson? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And then Samson, yeah, you see, I'm sure we're talking about the same thing.
Steve
Samson
Samson?
talks about he had a dream
oh, that's right.
that shit was gonna happen. Like, what
Damn.
the fuck? Oh my god, that'd be some
Hey.
shit. But you know what would be an epic picture?
Hey, but he won.
An epic picture, like whoever cleans the digs in the morning wakes up, the trophy's missing, and like Cabral's like, has been already shipped out, and then there's just a picture of him sitting first class, the cigar, the trophy, after scoring that goal. I mean, he's young, you know, he's old enough to drink and not have hangovers, so he can get up early enough to make it happen. But
So
anyways.
Cabral volley in the 90-something.
How crazy would that be?
Or extra time, but either way, we win it.
The
Fuck it, I'll take it.
does
He
does
does a
he
little
reclaim
celebration.
does he reclaim his name pretty much if he
Nope.
Nah,
if he scores in a championship game
I don't
and
remember
gets us
Pando
the
coming
fucking
back
cup?
after that
Nah.
season.
Chewy wasn't around in 2005. That's why.
Well, 2006,
mean-
Pando didn't come back.
I mean,
That's why.
I was
Chewy-
around, just not here.
I mean, do we remember Bando that fondly? I mean, don't ignore what happened later on, but just in that, after he scored that goal, because a lot of people might not know about Bando. He's been banned for life by
Yeah,
FIFA
for betting, right?
for like match fixing.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
he's like his name is struck from the records and all that, but he still gave us that one moment of glory.
Apparently, he plays somewhere here in LA
Oh, really?
in those leagues. Yeah, where he
Nice.
gets paid. Good for him. He's still making money more than us, I'm sure. Do I remember Bando? I remember how excited I was and how fresh it was. Because who was he with? Alajuelense or Saprissa before? Where he like
I think Alajuelense.
scored a banger on us in the
Oh,
Champions
when
League.
The
10.
Champions League,
Yeah, and I was like, damn, we actually got this guy. And there was a lot of hype too around him. Never fucking produced.
Well, he scored that one penalty kick when the ball went up the bar and then hit the
And
other
hit the
bar and then
goalie.
it hit the goalie and went in. But anyway, let's get back to awards,
Where
man.
were we at?
I don't know.
Next standing.
Next standing. Okay.
All right, Chicha.
Yeah, easy is Chicha, the work rate, the not literally, sorry, saying fuck you San Jose without saying fuck you San Jose. Well, he said hijo tu puta madre, but
Yeah. That's probably worse than a fuck you.
Yeah. Any insult sounds better and more powerful when you say it in Spanish, man. I'm convinced.
There's a reason we say San Jose son hijos de puta, and not in English.
Yeah.
No, but a solid fuck you is a good one, though.
yeah.
No, I mean, it depends on who delivers it. Like a Vince McMahon FU would hold a lot of weight over, Eddie saying it to you.
True. That is true.
That's because he's the overactor, though.
And his veins come out and everything, He's like, oh
Dude, Eddie, how
shit.
is it?
You apologize to him even though you fucked up. Like, oh, shit. I'm sorry.
You're fired.
How could you not go Chicha, dude? Like, we'll go first and then we'll hear from Chewy after because
Chewy-
we're gonna
Chewy
give him
has
the
something
floor
else.
at the end. Yeah, what a performance, bro! What a performance off the ball, spreading the ball around, trying to get Cabral involved. There was a great pass he did to Grand Sur. Besides that fucking miss that he did for the third goal, it's like, I mean, what else? What can you say about?
He set up Cabral like
Good job
twice,
there,
right?
buddy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kane.
Chewy, you're here messing with my. Oh shit, Kane. That's what's up. Chewy's having too much fun. Technology. Welcome to 2022.
Before we move on, guys, look, you gotta look at what Brian said. His awards.
Oh,
He says that his Gio and BJ go to Cabral. Damn.
That's a first.
He goes home with 2 awards. And his Heartman goes to Brugman. And next standing, like me, to Chicharito. I think it's only fitting that Chicharito has found a way to make us not forget, but take some of that pain away from those 2 missed penalties, because I mean they hurt, man. They really hurt us. And the team would be in a better position right now if he wasn't fooling around and just scored or let somebody else take those shots. But the one thing about Chicha that we have seen since he came here is that whenever he messes up, he figures out a way to fix things or to come back even better than before and to work hard to improve himself. So you got to give him that credit, man, because after that horrible 2020 season, a lot of people were giving up on him. He came back and he worked his ass off. and we've seen him go through ups and downs. But the one thing that's a constant is that he just keeps trying. He doesn't give up, and so to see him score those couple goals, celebrate like he did, and it's one thing to score the goal, but man, to like give it to them like that with that payasitos, yeah, that it made you relish those goals even more.
Definitely. All right, Chewy. Let's see what you got.
I got Brugman. So 2 games, he's been playing like crazy. He's been a fucking workhorse. I don't know, man. That dude has come in and done a great job. And at this point, he's not the person that we need. Well, he's a person we need scoring goals, but he's not in that realm of you have to. You're just scoring them, and that's fucking great. What else do we want? We need now Cabral to do some shit, but hey, we got our fucking center, our fucking center field fucking doing something. We talked earlier about Revolucion, which is great, but he had a lot of flaws this year, and I'm glad we were able to get money out of him. But right now with Gaston, it's like, all right, Galaxy's starting to do something right with their signings, and they're looking really good.
You know what? That's fair, because one of the things I said was like, where would we be without Brugman? So that's fair. I'll let that one pass, Chewy.
But Chewy not picking Chicha.
No, that's it. I think he just wanted to go totally against the grain.
All right,
The time he
Eddie.
should pick Chicha.
Pikachu?
The time he
All right,
should
guys.
pick Chicha.
I
It's kinda hard
have
to
a
say.
question for not just for you guys, but for the listeners and people that are watching us live right now. We have crapped on and dragged the front office so much, especially like this year and for the last couple seasons. What grade would you give them on the transfers that they made? In this summer, because you gotta look at who they brought in,
Well-
and would you give them the credit?
That sucks.
Summer transfer window, I'll give him
Come on,
an
man.
A.
You gotta be honest here.
No,
Yeah,
summer transfer
it's
window, I'll
A.
give him an A, but the before season transfer window, I'll give him a freaking D.
No, I'm talking about right now. This
Like the
summer
whole
transfer,
season?
because they were under pressure to do
Because they
something.
brought
Right?
Costa in.
The
They brought
whole
Costa in.
season? Yeah,
No,
C
no.
minus.
I'm talking summer transfer window because there was a
Only.
lot of pressure on them. That
Oh,
Klein
yeah.
out hashtag wasn't there at the beginning of the season. That came up like somewhere in the middle of the season.
Fuck
So
no,
that's
that
what I'm
shit's
saying.
been there for years now.
No,
We've
but I'm
had-
just saying the cries that are getting louder. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I just want to say. What grade would you give them in the summer transfer? And do you think that they're finally coming around and starting to do the things that they need to do to make this franchise better?
No. I'll give him an A, but I just feel it's like he's on the hot seat, so he feels like he has to do something. Or I'm talking about Klein. Probably has to listen to Vanny a little bit more. But I have a feeling that freaking Puig just fucking fell from the sky. And
Damn.
well, I don't know, dude. It's like, I know it takes time. I think maybe Kowalski had to do something with the connecting and talking to Barcelona, but dude, for us, thank God he came he fell from the sky, because other than that, we would be lost without him. Because how long have we been asking for a cam? When was the last solid cam we had? And for them to finally get one is like, I think it's just out of luck, to be honest.
Yeah. Summer signings, it would have to be an A, right? Brugman,
Push.
Fuge. But again, it's like I don't forgive the
And
front
Casares.
office. Casares, yeah.
Cáceres.
I think there is some luck involved. You got a guy that wants to get ready for the World Cup. You had a guy like Ricky that a big club had given up on, and you already had previous relationships with, and Brugman. Brugman is, I guess, is the one you give the most credit to because
They had an eye on him.
yeah, they had
right?
an eye on him. But look how long it took. So you could even you could even give him shit for that.
And
So,
thankfully, Barcelona is having financial issues because
Yeah.
they wouldn't give him the Puig.
nah, not for free.
Yeah.
With whatever stipulations, still not for free.
And then if we had to pay the transfer fee, it would have been a DP, right?
Yeah.
And we can't get another DP. So just fucking luck. We got him.
So I'll go with an A, but they lucked out on the A.
They cheated.
But I mean,
Someone gave him notes.
for some time now, at least sometime during the season, FO does get an A, and they've been doing that every year. Because we got Zlatan, bro. That's an A move, even though it's a big
That's another
risk.
one that fell in our lap, bro.
Yeah,
But that's a big risk too.
Yeah,
Like
but-
if Zlatan wouldn't have done what he did, or at least if he wouldn't have been great, it would have looked really bad on the FO.
I know, but look at the team that we had around Zlatan.
We also had well, no, I'm just saying the who we signed. I'm not saying the team we had around, but with Zlatan we also had at the time not in Innocent Pavon. So
No,
hey,
not the first. Not when we brought Zlatan, right? We didn't have
Zlatan
Pavon
played
when we-
with Innocent Pavon and
No,
with
that's the second
Antuna.
year. That's the second year. When we brought Zlatan, we didn't have Pavon by then. We had a fucking injured Alessandrini.
Because we started with Shiggy as coach.
Yeah, so we had Zlatan and we had Kamara.
That is true.
Kamara's still an ace signing, dude.
I guess because
It's just-
Not now.
It didn't work with Zlatan, but they
Yeah.
forced it. But Kamara was an ace signing at that time. Come on,
But he was in DP. He was a temp player, right?
I
He
don't
was.
remember.
He was in DP.
Yeah,
So,
it was
it was
temp.
an A signing. At that time, yes. But who was our DPs? What? Oh, we still had
Gio.
Jonah, Gio,
Jonah
and Zlatan.
Alessandrini.
Alessandrini.
Oh,
And
Alessandrini,
Gio.
Jonah, and Zlatan.
Damn.
Oh, but before Zlatan, it was Gio.
Gio,
Remember?
Oof.
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck the Fernandes.
Fine, yeah. Still playing out.
That's what I'm saying. They have more bad signings than good ones. But at some
Exactly.
point during the year,
Sometimes you get lucky. And sometimes fucking luck just you happen to
Sometime-
find it.
Sometimes God reaches out to you, Zlatan. All right. Let's get through some of these questions real quick because beer's running out. It's getting late. All right. Playboy bartender. Assuming this is aimed towards Brian. Y la cruda?
Pretty good, man.
Well, I'll let you know tomorrow in my case. All right. Logan Jones. Cabral can't even pass 5 yards. That's sad. We use that word sad already. It is getting sad. Logan Jones again says, don't know why Smurfs called us clowns, but they aren't even relevant. They're trying to be relevant.
I do like that. A month ago, we were putting on clown makeup because of Galaxy was so bad. But now we're putting clown makeup just
Because
to
of them.
fuck with San
That's
Jose
funny.
now. So now, like, it's a whole new meaning to clown makeup.
hey, the San Jose, do they watch our show?
Maybe.
Right? Because we've been
Or
doing
us, or
that.
for straight from the stands. They also use clown a lot. So,
So,
yeah.
well, out of the billions of people that watch the show, they have to be one of them.
We've been actually using the makeup filter for a while.
Hope you guys enjoyed the circus, bitches. Mr. Julian Herrera. Which DP should we get to replace Costa Cabron Chicha? That's tough. Should?
Tough one.
Should. I mean, you can give you a million answers, right? Like, it's all who's available, who likely, and there's so much around it. It seems like it's going to be Suarez.
Looking good, Eddie.
Thanks, man. It seems like it's going to be Suarez. I kind of hope it's not.
Wait, so you said Costa and Cabral. Is he
Oh,
saying...
I'm giving one to Ricky.
Huh?
I'm giving one to Ricky.
Oh, one to Ricky.
I think he takes.
I'm gonna give the other one to Chicha. Yeah,
You keep Chicha.
I'm keeping Chicha.
You know what? We had that discussion the other day too. If we're gonna go either like Suarez, say Suarez is the guy. Do Suarez?
Fuck, I'd rather get Chicha.
Yeah, I'd rather just opt into Chicha's.
Somebody that
Chicha knows the
already
league.
knows.
Chicha fucking hustles. And how many goals does he have? Like 18 already?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking solid for a
And,
fucking
and he
defender.
knows Vanny
For a
already.
striker, I'm sorry.
He knows Vanny already, right?
He knows Vanny. He
You're
knows
not
the
gonna
system.
teach somebody. You have somebody that can keep being your leader.
We just need a freaking great tan winger and a fucking badass DP, winger.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had Pavon instead of fucking Costa.
Innocent Pavon.
Innocent one, yeah. Hey, feel free to send your
I'm
questions
guessing,
in.
I'm guessing now he's innocent, right? He went to another team, or
Nah, that
what's
trial's still
going
going on.
That's
Huh?
still going.
Still going on.
There's
Alright.
rumors that deal
But
was...
he's at a different team already. He's not in Boca anymore, right?
No,
No. But
it's Gremio?
He's with
Yeah, I
Mineros,
forgot,
think.
but it's not
He's in
better than
Brazil.
Galaxy.
Well,
Wait, no, I'm just
rumors are that deal was done, but it was just pending his case. So,
Yeah, this guy's gonna be like 35 by the time the trial's over.
yeah. Well, yeah, there's a lot of stories the way that Argentina operates with their fucking trials and stuff. They push him and push him. But,
I guess it depends who's available. But then again, I'll keep Chicha and Puig as DP.
yeah. Wow. So who's your third?
Whoever's available. After the World Cup, the fucking floodgates are gonna open.
It would be Cristiano, right? You said that badass winger.
There you go.
And he's already played with Chicha.
And it's Herbalife.
And he's Herbalife. There it is. There's your answer.
And we're gonna wait until the summer once he finishes.
Oh, you think the Galaxy's gonna wait till the summer?
Fuck yeah!
You remember what happened with Costa?
It's gonna be like a like Beckham. They're gonna sign him, and he's still gonna be with the team. But then again, in the summer, it's gonna be the big old rival, the second coming
Of Beckham.
of Beckham or LA superstar. There you go.
Chicha, Puig, and Cristiano. There you go. There's your answer. Take the wheel, 64. Why does this team just go to the corner flag to... Oh, why doesn't this team just go to the corner flag to kill off games? I want to see... It was still early, right? The 3-0 lead?
Yeah, it's in the 60-ish.
Yeah.
I guess he's talking about the last kick of the game where they scored.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't.
I mean, we didn't have the ball.
I couldn't tell you exactly why not, or if we had the chance to do it. But to answer your question,
Jovic, and Jovic really wants to fucking score.
yeah, that too. We have desperate Jovic in there. You know, Tony B. Oh, sorry, B_Lobos, aka Bryant. It's not here.
With J-Nate?
Jay Knight sends a message saying, "San Jose son hijo de putas. Have a great show, boys." Cheers to that.
Interesting question.
Let's
No,
see.
you put a question. San Jose son hijo de putas?
Yes.
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 I can confirm. Yes.
That was a question.
He called from the bus and confirmed it. Totally be real. What y'all prefer for away playoff games? Ooh, I like this question.
What was the question?
What do you guys prefer for away playoff games? Austin, Dallas, or Nashville? And he says, I'm down for Nashville.
Are you talking about traveling, or you want
Traveling.
Galaxy to
Yeah.
play?
He said away playoff game.
like
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
meaning
travel.
going. To
I'm assuming
travel.
to travel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let's do both.
Or Galaxy
Let's
playoff.
do both. So we're talking about. Oh, actually, this is tough. You know what?
Well, I'll answer for to play.
Uh-huh.
We are horrible in Dallas. I can't remember the last time we won in Dallas. We won in Austin, and we dominated Nashville, but we came out with the tie. So either Austin or Nashville. I'm not gonna do Dallas. Fuck Dallas.
Okay, I'll go Nashville because we'll run it back. We've already been there. It's recent enough to know what to expect.
Okay.
And then the travel wise, fuck it, yeah. I know what they offer. I like Nashville.
This is
so
when
I'll go-
Eddie talks about his Nashville.
Can't. I can't because I don't remember most of it.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Let's do
yeah,
that.
true.
Fun and
too.
expensive.
So what's up? What do you guys? Listen, travel wise, and who do you want to play wise?
I haven't been to either. I've been to Dallas, but I hate Dallas.
I'll
Austin?
prefer Austin over Nashville to go, but to play, I'll rather play Nashville over Austin.
All right, Edgar.
Probably make the playoffs first, man.
I'm down with that one.
Oh, all right.
I mean, seriously, like we're like, let's make travel plans. Like, how about we make the playoffs first, and then we could talk about it. I feel like
One
we're putting
more
the,
win, baby.
the cart
One
before the
more
horse
win.
right now.
But
That horse does everything.
It's a multi-purpose horse, man.
honestly, but if you can make the playoffs by now, with everything in our hands.
No, but no, wait. Don't go there because we have seen this team give away playoff chances, in the last 2-3
Well, then
years.
I'm happy we don't make it to the playoffs if you can't make it in this situation. I'll be like, fuck then like we had no chance to win it at all. right?
I mean,
Well, yeah,
how
I
do
mean, if we don't make it to the playoffs, we have no chance. So,
No, I know. So I'll be okay with it. I'm like, we should make it to the playoffs right now. Dude, all we need is a tie, or 2 ties, or we have to beat Salt Lake. If we can't beat Salt Lake at home, then
One more
no,
win,
no, but
we don't deserve it. We
one
don't
more
deserve
win and we're in.
Honestly,
One more
one more
win
win,
and we're in.
Yeah,
Or
you know
2
what?
ties.
Honestly,
Even 2 ties.
recent-
Even 1 tie, and it depends on how Portland does.
Well, that's why we don't want to depend. If we win one more game, we're in.
in
we
recent
clinch.
in recent memory, this would be the most disappointing miss.
Yeah,
I think.
and we
With-
don't
you know,
deserve to. We don't deserve the playoffs.
Let's just put it that way. In the Klein era, this would be the most disappointing.
I'm not saying we're gonna
miss
make it to the playoffs. I'm just saying we should be there.
No, I now my tone changes. I think we make it.
Oh wow! It wasn't last weekend. You were.
I said no, yes. I
What
was
have I been saying all along, Eddie?
What,
I said 2 things. I said 1, we're making the
Say a
playoffs,
lot
and I
more
said,
than 2 things.
and I said number 2, Seattle's not going to make the playoffs.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, he did say Seattle's not gonna make it.
damn.
That's crazy. After all these years, fuck Seattle. All right, Sir Kevin. Is it a question? Damn. We gotta find a new CDM. Brugman is clearly a cam. He's not. He's a great CDM. He knows how to pick his runs. We have a good CDM. So, Sir Kevin follows by saying, "Love Brugman, but is it concerning? He only lasts around 75 minutes. Not really. I think he could get hit. He could hit 90-minute fitness. I mean, the guy was an off season, right, when he came, Brugman.
I don't remember.
Just like I remember, like he's dealing with travel across the United States,
Which
and
is new. Yeah, to
it's just
him.
new and different biomes. I mean, it's humid one day and it's freezing the next. You know, I mean, we haven't hit the freezing yet, but we will.
No, but even then, I mean, this guy is gonna start pretty much every game he can. So if you can avoid, if you don't have to play him the 90, don't play him the 90. No need. Let his legs rest. We need his legs literally for next game.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
All right, and that does it for the questions.
Well, I had a question. It was very similar to the
Oh,
last
so you
one,
didn't
but
put it here.
I didn't
You're
put it there. I'm
just
sorry.
bringing it to
I
the
didn't
show.
have time. You
Go
called
for
me
it.
last minute, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't put the question."
That's okay.
No, all right. My question was, are you gonna sign Chicha? My answer, yes, re-sign him, or not re-sign him, but just extend his contract. But if not, who would he bring in? Obviously, Suarez is a big no.
Yeah.
Who would he bring in other to replace Chicha? I'm gonna still sign Chicha again because of what he has produced the last 2 seasons, and he knows the system, and he knows Vanny, and he knows MLS.
Right.
To everybody.
It's tough because it's just a question about who's available, right?
But you think someone's gonna be that good and available?
In a perfect world, Lewandowski wouldn't have signed with Barca, and he would have still been in Bayern,
Oh, yeah.
and it would have been Lewandowski because he was asked that question once. Not Suarez, not Cavani. All right, let's just say Let's just say it was him or Cristiano. I would go with Cristiano.
Oh.
Just say we're tied into those contracts. We're tied into Costa and Cabral. So it'd be Cristiano. I guess that's the best answer I can give you, because who's actually available? That's the hardest part.
Yeah, and Cristiano wants out.
Yeah, Cristiano wants out.
But
Cristiano
Cristiano's
seems
not
to
a
be
striker.
destined. Huh?
He's not a striker.
No, but then you have Jovic and you figure it out. With someone like Cristiano, you figure it out.
Somebody, and if you sign Cristiano, somebody will come for cheap. Come on, like
That's also a fact.
Maybe.
To be able to play in LA.
with Cristiano.
Well, and then at that point it becomes where Beckham played and now where Cristiano's
We're
playing.
also gambling too.
So that's the best answer I could give you.
Yeah.
And if,
But if it's
All
again,
right. So are you gonna? What do you sign? What do you sign? Chicha, again.
and my thing is,
Like right now, the way things are right now, what do you sign Chicha again?
if there's no one available and it's him or Suarez, yeah, I pick up his option for more year instead of bringing Suarez. I've said that before because as great as Suarez is, it's too big of a question mark, and you have to just like take another year to have somebody adjust, and at that age, it's like we can't give him that time. But Edgar, anything to say there?
No, I agree with you. It's a conversation that we've had before. But if there's any chance Galaxy can land Cristiano Ronaldo, you absolutely have to take that opportunity. But if it comes down to either Chicha or Suarez, I'm gonna stick with Chicha. I mean, Suarez, maybe like 2-3 years ago, I would definitely be like, yeah, hell yeah, let's get him, let's bring him in. But I think at this point in his career, I think he's starting to realize that things aren't what they used to be, and he's starting to close it out. So he might be looking. He might be looking for that last hurrah.
Oh, we got a question in the chat. Alejandro goes, Alex the Great. I'm gonna call him that because that's his handle. Do you think Jorge Villafaña comes back?
I don't think so.
His
That's a
contract's
name we
kinda
haven't
high.
mentioned that much.
How old is he?
I can tell you in a second. I think his contract was kind of high though. I don't know how long his contract is either. So is it a question of do we want him back or not? Because a healthy him, yeah.
He was really good.
He wasn't really good. He was solid, but I don't think he was really good. It's not to the point where like, oh, we have to have him back.
Well, him over Raheem.
Huh?
Him over Raheem. Yeah,
He wasn't a great attack. Well, you know what? He's in between Gasper and Raheem.
Oh,
I wanna say-
defensive on the defensive side, he's way better than.
No,
both
all
of
right,
them.
he's better, but he wasn't a great attacker either. Raheem's way better than attacking.
He's 33, coming off a knee injury. Oh, damn. You know what?
What's his contract?
Let me see if I can find it. You know what though? If we're talking about like contract wise, he takes like the minimum or somewhere near there. I'd bring him back.
Yeah, if
He's
if
at
he
home.
lowers-
He's from here.
and he bought a house.
Well,
like-
he's from here. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
had it.
I'll bring him back.
That's a tough one.
They make Raheem and Gasper compete for the spot.
You drop one of them.
No, I don't
Fuck,
think.
no,
I think
it's-
You drop Gasper.
Yeah, you'd probably have to.
Well, especially that Raheem
Well,
already has
technically,
ties
he's
with Vanny.
taking. Gasper's taking his contract. Technically, Gasper has his contract because Villafaña was put in the season-ending injury list.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I can't find his salary.
And I don't even know if Casper signed for more than a year.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
No, actually, no.
He might just be signed for the year, for the rest of the season.
That can't be right. Oh, this was in 2012, and in 2012 he made 66,000. Shit, 450,000. Oh, he's under contract next year.
Oh, so you have to.
So this year he makes. It's the same. There's like no raise. He's guaranteed next year 450.
Probably no raise because of the
Damn.
season ending.
Well, actually, to answer his question, then no. That's 450,000.
That's a lot.
That's a lot for MLS. So, knowing that, the answer is no. I don't bring him back. If you can move him, you move him.
Especially with the injuries.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Coming back from an injury.
Yes, I know. That was 2 seasons. He got injuries, so I say we move him.
Well, I mean, kind of like they did with Danny, whatever his name was, the Orlando guy. They send him to the Blues or whatever. I forgot his name. We got him from Orlando. He only played 1 game in preseason, got injured,
Got hurt.
and
Yeah.
then that was it. I think his
For
name
us?
was
Last-
Danny, right?
That was last year, wasn't it?
Yep. But his name was Danny? Danny something?
For us?
Yeah, for us. We got him from Orlando. I can't remember his name. Let me.
Oh,
look
you're
it
gonna drive me nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat, bring it up. Chewy owes you a beer if you bring it up before he.
up.
finds
That's
out.
Eddie.
Orlando. Who the fuck did Galaxy get from Orlando?
Is it this guy? No, it's not this guy. Oh yeah, Acosta. Danilo Acosta.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
And Acosta.
He played a couple games, right? Not just that
played-
one.
1 game in preseason.
I feel like there was more than one.
Was it this year?
He's playing for Orange County now.
Damn,
Yeah.
you owe the commercial underground a beer, Chewy,
What? What do you mean?
because he guessed it before you.
Oh,
Oh,
that's fine.
there's something I wanted to bring up, guys,
Yeah.
because it's something I've been hearing about in MLS circles, and that is that throughout the
Oh, 8. No, wait. What?
throughout the month of September, Seattle Sounders opened up their ballot for their season ticket holders, I think.
Oh, every 4 years, right? The
Yeah.
GM.
And one of the ones was the GM, who's Garth Lagerwey. This guy, wherever he's gone, he's built good teams. He was one that built the RSL team that won MLS Cup, and he's been at Seattle throughout this whole time when they've been doing really good. But in a down year, there was rumors that that they might vote him out. So the question is, if he's available, and they say you're in charge. I know this is a big what if, but they say you're in charge, right? And you're the Galaxy, and you're in the front office. And if Gareth Lagerwey is available, do you try to court him to come over to LA
As a GM or president?
as a GM?
We don't have a GM. Yeah, here you go.
Exactly.
Bruce as president, Galloway as as GM.
Yeah.
What a dream team.
Drama.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Bruce.
A big fucking
Bumping
event.
heads.
It's funny you mentioned Bruce because it's something I noticed in his last home game, and it's something I wanted to tell you guys. I think Bruce is done, dude. I think after this season, he's not coming back, man.
I think it's coming
just
back from
get-
soccer, though.
I get the feeling. No, I'm talking about with like as far as the MLS manager. I think he's probably seen enough. He's done. He's like, okay, I finally got this out of my system. But as far as like him working in a front office position, I could see him doing that. And if LA Galaxy decides to bring him in as a president, that'd be awesome. Like you said, him as president, Garth Lagerwey as a general manager, that would really help a lot.
I think that'll be a little bit too much, but I'll bring him as president and general manager.
According to a commercial underground, there Atlanta's already courting Lagerwey, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Garth Lagerwey. Who cares? Galaxy
And
jump in
Tata?
there. Galaxy can do it, man.
They
Go
can.
in there.
But will they?
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Change all those time zones. Yeah.
The only thing about Bruce is that he's always been an East Coast guy, and for him to go to the West Coast, and he said he was happy to be back in the East Coast.
They don't work remotely. Fuck it.
Damn.
Fuck it, it's post-pandemic, right? Everybody's working remotely.
There you go. We're doing
No
that
more
now.
snow days.
Edgar would have never been on this show if Zoom didn't just like pop out of nowhere.
All right.
Oh.
We're just kidding, Edgar. We
I
wouldn't
would
even
have figured out a way to be there every day.
right? That's what I was gonna say. Would have forced you to buy an electric car or something so you can afford
Have
a car.
Ezra with me, feeding him with little baby bottle there.
All right. Is there anything else, boys? Before we
Nah, let's just have predictions for this next game, man.
predictions? Remember the prediction and yes or no.
And how far into the playoffs are Galaxy going to go? Because they're going to make it to the playoffs.
We're gonna make it now.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna
so we're all saying yes because I'm gonna say
No,
yes.
except for
too.
Edgar.
Chewy,
Yeah.
playoffs? Oh, what actually
Telco.
versus Salt Lake. What's the score?
2-1. 2-1 against RSL. And that's it, baby. Playoffs.
Playoffs? How far do we go?
I'll tell you in 2 weeks.
Cop out. David?
It's not a cop-out. I don't know.
3-1 RSL.
3-1 RSL. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then playoffs. I want to say semifinals, but I'm hoping for MLS Cup.
MLS Cup. Damn.
Whether we win it or not, I don't know.
Okay. Edgar?
I was gonna say 3-1 Galaxy or RSL.
Wait,
Just to
I'm sorry, Edgar. I meant 3-1 Galaxy versus RSL.
he said
No, I meant for the RSL
He said
game.
3-1
Bro.
RSL.
No,
dude.
I meant 3-1 for the RSL game.
That's why I was all
Bro,
disappointed. I'm
come
all
on.
like, damn.
No.
Why am I talking playoffs? They're going to lose 3-1 against RSL.
No. Keep it 3-1 RSL just to have that intrigue. Yeah, 3-1. I think 3-1 Galaxy. Got to finish strong, and then that game against Houston suddenly becomes it's no longer do or die. It becomes more of like, hey, how far can we go as far as home field advantage and seeing how much damage we can do against those stronger teams. So.
Thank God. If we beat RSL, I fucking thank you. We don't have to fucking
it's
pay. The Houston game
It
doesn't
becomes
matter.
a different game. Yeah,
Well, it
that-
does matter, but it becomes a different game. Yeah.
becomes a different game. Fuck.
To their TPO there.
Yep.
What's going on there?
An amazing
What the
response.
hell?
The best way to respond, you know? Sometimes.
Yeah, you're linked over there, Chewy. Dang, technology, crazy. So I'm gonna go a tie. I'm gonna go 1-1 against RSL. I think we
Like
still.
an ugly draw.
I think we still sneak in, and second round exit. Second round exit to like Austin or Dallas or something.
No. I see us. I see us. If
Hey,
Galaxy sneaks in,
this is my prediction. He says, "Nah."
Wait, I didn't get to do
You
mine.
didn't predict it right, man.
I didn't get to do. Oh, damn. Eddie. Damn, Eddie. Con la lengua afuera.
Yeah, yes, sir.
No, I say I think Galaxy can get to MLS Cup, man. Whether they win or not, I don't know. But I think that I'm getting those 2005 LA Galaxy team vibes here, especially the way everything's happening. Like I said, they get to the final, they get to the final, and then Cabral wins it with a freaking screamer in the 90th.
I'm scared and cautious not to dream that big. But if we make it to the playoffs, it's
Who cares? I mean, we got nothing to lose.
you have this Ricky Fuge that just gonna fucking is a hungry kid that's
Got a
gonna
chip
make
on
a
his
name
shoulder,
for-
right?
Yeah, and then we've never seen Chicha playoff Chicha. So
You know what? Can I change my prediction?
go.
I already changed it already for the RSL game, but MLS Cup, Pando Cabral, volley. Go
Pando
game winner. There you go.
Cabral.
Pando,
Wow.
Pando Cabral. There you go.
I would love it. I would love it.
And then the following day, that photo of him on the airplane, right? Blowing a kiss at what's his name? Who's the owner? Philip Van Schutz.
Ah man, do I really want to travel to Philly? I don't think.
So for sure you're gonna go if it's an away.
Yeah.
MLS Cup.
Yeah.
I know you already
I
been
mean-
to enough weight games already. Might as well, right?
Dude, if it's a MLS Cup, I mean,
We gotta go.
you do the trip.
All right.
If we had to drive, we had to fucking drive.
Why would you? How
ain't
can we drive?
driving to Philly?
Huh?
Everything's gonna be in the East Coast because we're not gonna host it.
I mean, I'm saying that
Most
the
likely.
flights are stupid expensive, and we had to sleep in a car.
Hopefully it's something like the 2011 MLS Cup where we both ended up in last, but we had a better
Wait,
like Houston.
Hold on.
Like
let, me
Houston?
let me tell you who that would be. It would actually be like Miami, Cincy,
Miami.
Orlando,
That we get to host.
even New York City. Yeah.
We host.
Oh no, actually not New York City. So it'd be Orlando, Cincy, or Miami. I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
wouldn't mind going to New York.
No. We're talking about we're hosting.
We're
them.
hosting.
Oh.
Yeah, because in case they like ball out and we ball
So
out.
we could end up in New York, Montreal, or Philly.
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Even though it's a
it
shitty
worth it.
stadium, but New York.
Oh,
No,
either New York.
it's either
Huh?
New York. It could
Either
be
New York.
either one of the New York.
Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying.
Shitty stadium.
Shitty stadium.
Great city.
You get no. You get the beautiful stadium in a shitty area, or the shitty stadium in a nice area.
Oh yeah, what is it? The Red Bull Stadium.
Red
is
Bull
the
Stadium
nice
is
one,
really
right?
nice. Yeah, it's a nice
It's
one.
in Jersey.
No, but last time we were thinking
Carson,
of going,
baby.
Eddie. No, but all
That's a
that
whole different
area.
state.
Yeah. But all that area where they did it,
like
it's all
industrial.
hotels now. It's all industrial, so it's not that bad, I think.
You think?
All right.
But I wouldn't mind.
Well, fuck it.
But Montreal, yeah, you definitely
Nah,
have
I
to
can't
bring
go
me
to
so I can
Canada
talk French.
till next year.
Dare to dream, guys. Dare to dream. So hopefully we just make it to the playoffs to start, and then we'll go from there. Like Brian likes to say, is all we gotta do is make it to the dance, and we're fucking.
I like your new glasses there, Eddie.
Oh, she was having too much fun with the fucking. I actually have glasses like that, so
It's not
can't
that bad.
grow- I
You
can't
actually
grow
look
this.
like you have them on.
yeah.
It's like,
Anyways.
it's like Eddie at Coachella right here.
Yeah, exactly. Just go through my Instagram. You'll find this steady. So that's pretty much going to do it. We've been on long enough. You've heard us talk long enough. Hopefully the bus gets us home soon enough so you guys can sleep in your own beds. But Glad I'm not on the bus. Yeah, so thank you guys for listening. If you're listening to it live or in the audio later on, make sure to jump on here on the chat. It was actually pretty crazy today. Thank you guys again. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do to get News Across the Galaxy out. So if you want to find me on social media, you can find me as Eddie Nags on any social media platform. Chewy.
You guys can find me as Chavez J.A. Chavez Ha pretty much everywhere.
Edgar.
You guys can find me on Twitter as Edgar Nags. Never to be confused with Eddie Nags, of course.
You wish. If you want to, David, thank you again for being here. You can shout out your socials. If not, we'll just get out of
I
here.
guess Gudino Art. I do some portraits of the LA Galaxy.
Oh,
I've collaborated with LA Galaxy Foundation for auctions, but that's the one that I keep open for general random stuff.
There you go.
By the
Gudino
way,
Art.
I might not be the best substitution for Brian, but I drink and I know things right here.
Take the phone off.
One more time. Show
There it is.
He drinks and he knows things.
It's Sunday night, man. It's my Game of Thrones or slash House of Dragon freaking
Hey,
night.
man. Brian drinks, but he don't know shit. So you're one step ahead of him.
Yeah.
Nah,
Winter's
thanks again for being here, man.
Winter is coming.
Big shout out to my lifetime hetero partner, Galaxy partner over here, David
Cheers,
Gudino.
Bob.
We're going to get up out of here. Thank you again, everyone, for joining. For David, Edgar, Chewy, my name's Eddie. Till next time, keep on nagging.
Do it, Eddie. Do a celebration.
Oh shit! Hold on. Hold on.
Too late.
I lost camera.
Too late.
Ah.
Yeah, we're going to get out of here. Keep on nagging. MLS Cup, baby. Let's go.
Keep on nagging.